Dark side.
Ayo, welcome to the dark side. Boom. Who we got today?
Gold Thumb.
All right, for sure. What do you do?
I'm a Renaissance man. What does that mean? I'm a man of many hats. I'm not just gifted in one area. Um, I've been a musician over half my life, a producer and saxophonist. I'm a winemaker, first generation winemaker from Detroit. Expert baby swim teacher.
Let me ask you this real quick. So, like you said, producer. I feel like a lot of people they don't understand like the difference. What's the difference between a beat maker and a producer in your mind, in your head?
To me, you got loops, which most songs are now. Most songs are loops now. So what I mean by loops, you got 4 bars in a measure. You got usually four bar loop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 times, 4 bar loop. You got that twice, so it's usually 8 bars. That's what when people say, let me get 8 bars. A lot of people don't know what bars are. You think bars are just slang for like rapping, but bars are measures that count music in. So loops are, I think, what most people do now. I think producers, arrangements is what I like to see when I or like to reach back to when I think about a producer. It's not just one way. It's like a story almost. Even if they are using loops, like when you listen to like some of the greater producers of our last 20 to 30 years, it doesn't sound like a loop. It's how they automate the music, how they move the music. I think that's what makes a producer, and how it's not one directional. If you can do multi genres, I think that's what a producer, because you're producing something from nothing. That's what I think when I hear producer. You're not just one dimensional. Most people only want to make boom boom bap right now, or sub clap, sub clap. That's what the formula is. So one dimensional. But then when you can break it down to swing, or you can break it down into just different hip hop or R&B or reggae. That's how you produce. There's different genres you produce within. You're not making the same type of drum pattern.
I can feel it in my bones. Wait, how old are you?
Hmm?
How old are you?
Why are you asking?
I was on that.
I'm gonna let you guess.
What man? That's what the women do. Why you do me like this?
Why? How old does it seem like? Do I seem old?
Nah, I feel like we're just gonna be a fuck them young niggas conversation, bro. Come on now. I feel like
Really?
this gonna be a fuck them young niggas
Dang.
conversation, bro. I can feel it in my bones, bro. It
No,
sounds like you
no.
saying fuck these young whippersnappers.
I didn't say that at all. I just,
You said it in a nice
I just told you the
way.
difference between a producer and beat maker.
I know, even in that though, you said fuck
But
these.
but see, there's old school beat makers who are just, who made it too. So I'm not ridiculing. I was just telling you the difference.
I get you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I only said that because to me in my head, I think a producer is like, like it's just a creative. I think a producer is just a creative in my mind because you got to think about. I heard some. I realized that was that way when I heard Quincy Jones didn't really make a beat.
Yeah, he just pulled the pieces together.
Yeah, he didn't really make an instrument. Like he
No, he
he
played trumpet.
he. Of course, he knows how to play, but did he
Yeah.
was he the actual trumpet player on all of the shit?
No, he probably put somebody there.
That's what I'm saying. So like
Yeah.
when I say this, I'll be like, yeah, it's that like DJ Khaled. Like people don't give him his credit, but I think
He pulls, I think, good producers with entertainers. I think he did a great job of putting this beat from this person to this artist. I think he does a great job of that. I think he did a better job. Well, I'm not gonna say that, but I think he did a really good job in his era.
hmm,
hmm
for sure.
And I don't have anything against YN.
Why, see, even the way this nigga said it, he said like he's above us.
You said it though.
What
You
the?
brought it up. It is
What the?
no.
All right, so why we saying fuck all these young niggas? Come on, why we saying fuck all of them?
Well, if I were to say fuck all of these young niggas, it would be because they wouldn't put the true effort into the craft instead of just YouTubing it. It takes, you got to put your 1,000 hours in. It's not just and I've had multi-thousand hours. So I'm not knocking no one who is able to hit a one-hit wonder or anything like that. But put your work in to learn the craft and not be one dimensional. I don't have anything against young niggas, like I said.
You don't think like I say like even like look at Rio the Young OG. Like he said I listened to the song, he said I'm still punching in. Da, da, da. You don't think like they
you
put art into that?
do you know how many people punch in? I think most people still punch in. You know, it's great, one take, good job.
Would you think a rapper like I say like
That
name some
don't.
one dimensional rappers that you think are one dimensional?
Why do you want me to say that?
I'm just asking, like, I just because I think everybody, it may be bullshit, but I think they put they like art into creating that bullshit. It may
Hmm.
sound stupid. It may because I say even Rio, like they put their art. Like I just seen something with this like one of our legends. I'm just not finding out about this nigga, Dex Osama. Like
Oh yeah.
he was like, bro, I can't rap about fucking a Ferrari and then this that. I don't know none of that. I'm a reality rapper, bro. I can tell you, I bet he got his fucking head busted. Like you see that shit?
So yeah. So like example, like this is a surface example. Cardi B,
Mm-hmm.
she rap one type of way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I would give an example of a one-dimensional rapper. I love Cardi B though. I don't
Mm-hmm.
have nothing against her. No problems at all. So it's just how people want to use the gift, want to use the tool. Is you know, I'm not judging people. People
Mm-hmm.
get it how they get it.
Let me ask you this: what do you want your tool to be used for? Because I feel like you're creative.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely a creative. It's kind of bad, but I want to I'm a musician with the intent to teach the spread of love and gratitude through like what I do. That's the idea. Um, a lot of us are too selfish.
Man, I'm sick of y'all on these podcasts now. I'm a professional podcaster now. I'm on y'all ass now.
You can be,
Niggas get on this bitch trying to protect their brands and shit like that. This is not the podcast to get on to protect your brand.
hey, check my brand then. Check my brand. That's my brand. You can.
Niggas be trying to
I
protect
go
they.
back 20 plus years. I got validations all the way.
I want your real
I've been
opinion.
a 100 nigga my whole life. I have many people that can validate me for that.
I
So
want y'all
I'm,
real opinions.
no, you got all of it. I'm being honest. You
All
know.
right, cool.
So, but no, I mean, I
So you say spread love through it. What does that mean to you, like specifically?
well, like I say, I
Like
think
name examples, like because I know some people like when they like, and I feel like I ain't gonna lie. Oh wait, how old are you? Let's get older. Hey,
yeah, I just turned 40.
40. Yeah, so I feel like you 40. I feel like you had like some like moments in your life, at least on your music to
Oh
some degree.
yeah,
So now I feel like even
I
when
had some.
rappers they be like, "You changed my life," or "You did this," or "I was gonna do suicide." You have a moment of that where like you felt it in the universe. Or, like what was the highest moment that you felt doing this shit?
Like as far as like
That you've seen the outcomes. Have you seen any outcomes that was like, "Oh, this is
this is
why I
what I
do
should
this."
be doing.
Yeah.
Yes, I've had several. Um, I so I got into a car accident and I wasn't able to play for over a year and I had to build back my playing structure because I was eating through, soft foods for like 2 months, had a surgery, and then I couldn't have any heavy pressure. So I had to reteach my jaw and face how to play saxophone again after like 20 something years.
You got what going on with your face? You got a car
I,
accident?
yep, somebody ran a real light.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yep, ran a real light. I was in the passenger
Thank
seat,
God.
and when you look at the picture, it looks like I should not have made it, but what I got was a broken face and a ruptured eardrum. So I got a new eardrum over here,
Hmm.
and I had this bone popped off my jawbone so I can open up again because it was broken onto my
This
face.
nigga got one ear. I don't want to hear no fucking complaints. No complaints from you niggas. This nigga got one ear. I don't hear no complaints.
Wait. So, but I have eardrums grow back.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a brand new eardrum over here,
Mm-hmm.
which is hypersensitive to like frequency.
Eardrums grow back. You
Yes.
lying like a motherfucker.
Okay.
Wait,
So
you for real?
this the original
You
eardrum.
for
It's
real? Like the
look,
doctor told you
I'm
that?
dead ass.
Oh,
Dead ass. Nigga. This is the original eardrum over here. You still have your original eardrums unless you have like you're near explosion or you get hit really, really hard
so
by
if you got a
something.
ruptured eardrum, you just cut that bitch off and grow another one.
No, it bursts and it grows back.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay.
Right. So so this eardrum is like hypersensitive. It feel like I can hear like it's unreal. Like I can't listen to things that are out of tune. It like gives me a bodily like response.
I ain't
So
gonna lie. Let me ask you this. So I feel like this is interesting for you. So, would you listen to Lil Durk?
not listen to, but I've listened to multiple songs.
Would you
Yeah.
consider Lil Durk R&B?
I don't know.
See why everybody do that shit. See, you one of them older niggas that be doing that shit. Why do you do
All
that
I
shit?
said was,
These are our legends.
what do you call it? R&B.
Because I would say R&B. To me, R&B in my head is that sexy shit.
Okay, that
Like that
section.
singing in rhythm, like singing in rhythm.
Okay,
She put
but
me on that block list.
but you know what?
I'm the Dirk, but I'm the trenches Jay-Z.
But y'all have different ways of translating shit now.
Oh, you talking about what do you define as R&B?
So R&B is based off of like blues and then how the beat moves, how the drums you use, like an R&B track.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Trap track, which is most of the music now. Everything is based off trap now, though. Not just the trap genre. When you hear music now, all of them have subs and 808s in them. That's what trap was based off of, subwoofer and 808 drums.
Mm.
So that shit influences everything. But then how the beat is produced and how the artist approaches it. I'm not saying I'm not gonna say he is or not, but I'm gonna listen to it again. I'll get back to you.
What?
I don't listen to it enough to give you a full opinion. I'm gonna be honest.
What's a Lil Durk song that you know off the bat?
Shit, I don't.
Damn. All right, shit. Let's get into your artist. Like, who do you fuck with? Who do you fuck with? I'm gonna run up.
um, so who do I fuck with?
Who do you fuck with right now? Like I'm. You know, like you make.
I still like Big Sean. I know people have their opinions. I still like Big Sean. He's a consistent lyricist. I like
Fuck out of
most.
here.
I,
Hold on, wait. You said consistent.
yeah.
Like that's the only part where you lost me at. He ain't consistent. That's
Really?
the only thing I hate about that nigga.
He's not?
Big Sean is not. Last thing he dropped was fucking Detroit 2, 2020. That was the pandemic.
But are you talking about just quantity or quality?
Look. So you one of them people you think Kendrick better than Drake?
I th- I'm not going to say
Kendrick is
that.
more of a goat than Drake.
Kendrick is a Kendrick is a better lyricist than Drake.
Oh, okay. But no,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying GOAT. I'm saying GOAT. I'm saying Drake, I think is as I look back on it as a time period wise, Drake is the Frank Sinatra of today.
Drake is more R&B than he is a rapper, bro. If you listen to most of his music, you can
But
sing
still,
it.
it's the point. Frank Sinatra of
So
today.
Frank Sinatra of today. Oh no.
He's that guy
Frank
for
Sinatra was a singer. Drake tries to sing.
he
He was
tried.
he went and got the voice lessons and all that stuff to become a better singer, but he's not an R&B singer. He's not a Summer Walker. She's a singer. Coco Jones, she's a singer. You
See,
know what I'm saying?
I
Like
be
who else be singing?
but you know what I think though?
Daniel Caesar sings. He can sing.
You know what I think though? It's like
Byron Tiller, singer.
I feel like when I be in the studio, I be hating niggas that be like on that singy shit. Cause I feel like I think that's what makes him better. Because I think me personally, if you've seen some of his actual footage, he can sing. The nigga can sing, but I feel like he goes
Drake.
yes, but he goes with what the fuck can
Who is your
like
favorite singer?
singer. He's one of them, my nigga.
He's not a
He's one of
singer
them, my
though,
nigga. Look,
dog.
I'm saying he can do it, but I'm saying it's about the vibe of the song. He has a good at conveying that message.
He
I feel
probably
like
has.
nigga.
He's a
Hear me out. Hear me
As
out.
someone I know, we call him Boyante.
Boy, what the fuck is a boyante? You talking Drake a boyante? What the fuck is
Drake
a
Boyante,
what
bro.
if it's a boyante?
Drake is Boyante.
What does that mean?
He follows the trend and gives you what you want to hear. He just follows the trend. He changes his accent here. He does this here.
You don't think? Damn, you don't think he the one doing it?
Oh, I like Drake's music.
I mean, he's the one. No, I think he's the one like starting them bitches. Like he's the one on them bitches for sure.
So, Drake has good intuition because he grew up in the industry. That's what I do know about Drake. He was birthed in the industry, and people forget about this shit. Like, yo, he was on a fucking Mickey Mouse Club or was it Degrassi or whatever. Like he was in the industry well before he started this music shit. He already knew what the fuck was going on. He was able to tap everybody he needed to tap into our shit. I'm not saying he's not black, but he tapped into it because he wasn't doing no rap shit back then. He was straight wheelchair Willie. You know what I'm saying?
See, you one of them niggas.
No, I don't know what one of them niggas is. I'm just telling the truth of what it is.
Why y'all be
So
hoeing that? You know what I feel like about this Drake shit?
what?
You know what I really feel like in my deepest heart? Maybe because I'm a bitch. But
No, no,
look,
don't
look,
say that.
look,
I can't let you say that on
look.
camera. He can't say that he a
What you
bitch. He
talking
can't
about?
say that.
No, I'm a bitch. I ain't no street nigga. I'm not no tough guy. I'll be the first one to say that shit.
It's
Look,
not. It's. I'll let you talk, but I would rather use another word. Go
okay,
ahead.
I say this because I am a
Anti-confrontation.
anti-confrontational guy. I'm an anti-confrontational guy. I say that. I say I feel like everybody overlooked Drake just because like I can notice a bitch nigga that's trying to like avoid confrontation. That's the only thing I see about it.
No, I think Drake is one of the best artists since I've been alive. I'm not gonna say that, but when you're talking about,
Cause y'all be trying to say like he a bitch.
you just said you were a bitch.
That's what I'm saying. I know. No. Cause look, I feel like I thought about this shit when I was on the bus, and I was like, damn, niggas gonna get me fucked up for a minute. Cause I'm from the hood, but I'm not thugged out. Like my face is like I've been around rappers, like high profile street rappers,
Right,
and
right,
then I
right.
love this fact. You know what I love? My face is good. I'm not in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Like
I
being in the
understand.
hood and your face being good is like invincible, like power. Like, oh my goodness. So look, I'm telling y'all, as that nigga, I feel like Drake is that nigga, but I feel like y'all trying to play him like he just a hoe. And just me being that guy, I feel like
Well,
he ain't no hoe.
he's not a hoe, but just look at what happened.
And y'all looking at Drake, but y'all don't look at the
I'm
shit
looking
going
at
around Drake.
but everything around going around Drake is Drake. Drake produces the solar system around himself. We all got universes to manage. You got your own. Did you imagine? We brought ours together to do this shit. He controls all the planets around his sun,
I'm
so
saying,
he can.
I'm saying, even growing up, looking at all the shit around him, like
Right?
I be
Yeah.
looking at that shit like,
Like how many of us, how many rappers you know have been on fucking TV half their life and started being rapping, and started being a rapper? No one.
oh, so okay. I understand the hatred now because I got it a
It's
little bit
not
in me too.
hatred. It's
Look,
just this is facts.
I understand it a little bit because you know the thing. The dude said, you gotta get that shit about you." Like some people in the industry, like I remember I was at a Big Sean that fucking football thing. That nigga got every fucking summer in August.
Oh, I know. I think I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Big
Hold on.
Sean do that thing every time. I was there, and then I was like a little fucked up a little bit because I had my camera and everything, and I was shooting, and then it was like, but now I realized how rigged this shit is, and how related these niggas is, and how bullshit these niggas is. I was like, okay, so y'all not really, that's not really your manager. You sucking his dick. Okay, this is okay. That's your baby daddy. That's not your okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and then I didn't notice the family ties and all this like drama and shit. You know what I mean? I didn't notice that shit until I was there, and that made me a little bit hatred because I was like, damn, I'm in here because like I'm a good cameraman. I'm actually trying hard at the shit. I'm actually trying. These niggas, they just locked in. I was like, what the fuck? That shit fucked with me a little
I'm
bit.
all about.
That's how you feel about Drake.
No,
Come on
I'm
now.
all about creating my own circle. Speaking of what you're saying, create your own circle because people, once they feel their circle is closed, they close it, and that's how the industry is. But now the opportunity of the internet, you can create your own shit,
Oh my
and
god, hold
and
up.
that's what I'm all about,
I'm on
creating my
your
own circle.
ass. You ain't got no socks.
I do got socks on,
I'm on
bro.
your ass. What type of shoes is this? Put the shoes in the camera. I can't see it in the camera. I'm on your ass. What the? Hold up. Now I gotta ask you. This your interview. You LGBT'd? If you is, nigga, I interview LGBT people all the time. You LGBT'd
What?
up? That's
What does
like
that mean?
that's like a friendly way of asking.
I have a wife and two daughters.
All right, cool. Just wonder. Damn, them
What?
shoes.
What? I mean, do you? I
Put
mean,
the shoes on the camera. They can't see it.
I can't. I'm not lifting my.
Or
Oh,
like,
what
can you
the
take it
fuck?
off real quick and just show it to the camera? What is that? I really want to know like what type of shoes are those? Like,
These are.
I know you know. I don't know. Like I know there's like different type of hats and some fedoras. Just I don't know about it.
These are just like loafers that I found that I needed for a gig, so I grabbed them.
Lovers. Why this style? I want to know.
Um,
Because I feel like you 40. Like, yeah, you 40. Like, my dad 50. Yeah, yeah. He's
mhm.
not like you. Like, I was like, this is not your era, like, for sure. No, maybe. Is it?
I don't know what I got. A button up. What should I be wearing? A t-shirt and some J's? I got that at home. When I'm doing
Um,
an interview, come in here with a t-shirt and some J's on.
what's the, Yeah.
I got t-shirts and J's and ball caps, all that shit. But to me, if I'm going to interview, if I'm going to present the gentleman that I am, I'm going to present the image that I want to be remembered by. Everybody else looking like t-shirt and J's. Everybody wear t-shirt and J's. Like, I have nothing against it, but I mean, I'm an entertainer, so I'm not going to look like everybody else.
Hmm. I get you. I get you. Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. So, what instinct that in you?
What
You just said you didn't want to be like everybody else around you.
I never followed trends. I didn't get my first pair of J's was bought for me for my birthday probably like maybe 10 years ago. Maybe
Hmm.
8 years ago. 10 or 8 years ago. Someone bought them for me. My dad didn't let me wear J's. He wasn't buying no J's from me. I had to hustle to get shit that I wanted, but I ended up selling it. I didn't wear it, I just
Okay.
sold it. I was a hustler. I was a candy man in high school, and then I was selling shit. So I was selling Coogee sweaters. I was selling icebergs. I was a
Hmm.
hustler, man. So Yates for a little bit too.
Hmm. For sure.
So
For sure.
I didn't worry about wearing it. I was worried about making money off of it.
Hmm. You know something that turned me off? Like I ain't gonna lie, I've never been that dude. Like I'm not a fashion dude. Like
Mm-hmm.
1 inch of me. Like I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then basically it was the one thing that really turned me off of it. Like if I get some money, I'm still not buying that shit. You wanna know what turned me off of it?
What?
It was the goddamn it was a dude in an interview, my most recent interview. Mo Pease. Boom. He basically said, did y'all know I met the so he be like he's a business dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
He be meeting with like the 100 millionaires type niggas, right? So then he sitting down with him, chilling with him, and then it's a gay dude walk in. So it's a gay dude, he doing all this gay shit, right? So then he's like, oh yeah, he's a designer for Louis Vuitton. Oh, he's one of the main designers for Gucci. And then when he was looking at him, he's like, oh, these are all gay men. And then he's like, why y'all want y'all asshole to be showing out for these gay men? Why y'all want y'all shit to be showing out for these? Do y'all know the shit y'all wear is made for these gay men? Like they like the way that shit fit on y'all? Hey, that's the way he said it.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since he said that shit like that, I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not homophobic though,
I'm good. But
and
I don't.
I'm cool with gay people. I'm cool with trans people. I'm
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 good with all
I'm,
of
I'm
them. Is that
confident.
is that the homophobic in me?
I what?
Then
No,
to
what you
not want to
just
wear it?
what is gay though?
Gay? No, he was gay, nigga.
What?
Like one of them LGBT, one of them bitches. Like I got a friend, a brother of mine. He's like bisexual. He said he like transgender or some shit like that.
Okay.
So then it was like to me in my mind, he's like, no, I'm not gay. I just like trans. I was like, my brother, that's gay. I told him dead in his eyes. I was like, my brother.
I get it. Yeah, but respect to them. Not my thing. I love women. I've always loved women. Will always love women. No, hey,
But
but
yeah, I'm just saying
respect to
that's what
everybody.
turned me off of Louis LV and turned me off of
So
Gucci,
I
turned me off
mean,
of all that shit.
I just like I've always, my dad was stylish. My dad was dressed like a pimp when he was growing up in Detroit. I seen on the pictures, gator boots. I literally had some ostrich boots for prom. I mean, I've always been stylish, so I like to look good. I like to look how I feel, and I like to even if I don't have money, I like to look like money.
Hmm. You know, I ain't gonna lie. That's one of them ones. Like I just hated that shit. Like, I ain't like that shit either too.
Mm.
Like I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm just like you ever see that Adam Sandler shit? He was at the fucking Oscars.
What part of it? I mean,
It was Adam Sandler. He was like t-shirt hoodie. He was dressed up in t-shirt hoodie like Nike, probably some Jordan, something like that.
hmm
So then yeah, it was just a funny ass thing. It was
yeah,
like you never seen it,
no.
but yeah. So I feel like that's gonna be me. But
I mean, more power to you, man. You
but
know,
let me ask you
I
this.
like dressing up.
You said something about your dad. How'd you grow up? You grew up with your dad and your mom,
Both
and they
they
was married.
still married.
Dang, that's rare as fuck, right?
I hear.
Yeah. You said I hear.
Yep. So I'm trying to do that with my two girls. So
Oh, for sure. How long you been married?
it'll be 11 years in August.
11 years. Damn, nigga, you already in there.
I think so.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's the one thing about me, like, that make me like, even my grandma, she on my ass right now. A lot of women in my family on my ass right now. They're like, bro, you gotta get in. I was like,
How old
bro,
are you?
23.
Ignore all
I
of
just turned 24 on May 1st.
ignore all of them. Happy belated birthday.
Yeah.
You need to start thinking about that once you are completely comfortable and you are solid. Don't even start looking till you like 30.
Bro. But look, bro, this the
Don't
thing.
I mean, the universe gonna give you whatever's gonna give you, but
I think, you know
trust
what I really think though?
trust me.
Yeah, this is kind of, nah, let me stay on topic. Let's get, let's get on it. So you said your mom and dad was in the same house, and then when you got any siblings?
Yeah, I have a younger sister. She's 2 years younger than me. I got a younger brother. He's 8 years younger than me.
Hmm. All right, so dang, you the oldest.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So dang, how did it feel like being the oldest? Like, how's the dynamic in your household?
It's always been interesting. I guess I was, I got away with everything. That's what I hear now from my brother and my sister,
Hmm.
I guess.
Let me ask you this. I feel like because in my family it's completely backwards. Like my mama whoop ass. My dad is like talk too chill. Like, was your dad like a whoop
My
ass
dad
dad?
was a whoop ass, but I got ass whoopings from my mom too.
Damn, that's some Detroit shit. Y'all don't even know about that. That's Detroit mothers. I just see the thing.
Like a mother. She's from North Carolina, but the country mixed with the city is enough.
Oh yeah, they told me. Damn, why my auntie told me the same thing. She's like,
Yeah.
"That's that Alabama mixed with that Detroit. You gonna be a problem."
North Carolina and Detroit. That's me.
North Carolina, Detroit.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. So then, boom. Was you a smart kid in class?
Yeah. Didn't realize it till I was older.
How does that happen? You ain't get the 3.9 GPA and all this stuff.
I did. I stopped applying myself. I
At what
day
age?
I
What age you talking
daydream.
about?
Hmm?
Like what age or grade you talking about? You stopped applying yourself?
For real, like probably like high school.
Mm.
I applied myself just enough to stay above 3.0.
Mm.
Because I could always, but girls, it happens.
So you
Girls. I
said
was also in a marching band,
you
so
said
that took
girls took you off.
uh, marching band and girls. Yeah.
Mm. Did you go to college?
Yep.
Mm.
Tennessee State.
It's like you ain't do bad, my G.
No, not at all.
You act like you fell off. You dropped out and stuff.
No, 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 no. I just know people who are, better than me. So I'm humble about where I'm at,
Mm. I
even though
understand.
I was still like at the bottom of the smart kids.
Well,
I think that's what it is.
what made you want to go to college?
Well, I definitely got drawn into college by like black college marching bands. That drew me into college more as I got older. I was the first person to get a degree in my family, a 4-year degree. So that's huge in itself. So I noticed that towards the end of high school. I was like, yeah, I want to do this because nobody else did it.
Mm.
Um,
What'd you go for?
I started with bio pre-med and I ended with psychology.
I ain't gonna lie, this is something they told me. It was Detroit Rap News, the Detroit Rap News dude. He
Hmm.
told me this shit in my last interview. He was like, because I was talking to this girl, she was like, "You 23," and then we was both the same age at the time, and I was like, "Yeah, we too old for college." But what age do you think it's like, bro? I got what the fuck I'm doing. I'm good at this shit, bro. Like, let me just chill out. What age do you think college is like? You don't need that shit.
Hmm.
It's
Well,
24. It's 20. Hey, you said it. It's 24 too old for college in your eyes.
mm,
All right, bro.
I
All right,
mean, no, not at all. My wife is getting her master's right now.
damn. So
She
you
the
don't see
same
no
age.
ending.
We me and her the same age, practically.
You don't see no ending to this.
Mm-mm.
All right,
Always
bro.
be learning, bro.
Let me ask you this. I feel like a lot of people, they feel like, oh no, college ain't for me. I feel like a lot of young people watch this type of
Hmm.
stuff. So then, boom, I want to ask, what is like, if a young person is right now is thinking, is this not for me, or should I do something else?
So having the going to college is about the experience and the connections. That's what it's about. And then the paper shows that you can do something consistently, which makes jobs who pay more money have more trust in hiring you. That's all this shit is. This is a game, bro. This is a game. People think too much into the fucking game. People get caught up in the emotions, get caught up in this and that. Just play the game right. That's what that shit is. But if you're not going to go to college, get a trade that's going to pay you well, like the plumber and the electrician, shit like that, poleman, shit like that. They get broke off. Some of them make 100,000 a year. That's fucking killing. You know what I'm saying? So, either way, find something that is for fucking sure. You have to find something that's for sure. Even if you don't like it, you need to have something that's pushing you forward through the journey. You can't just be turning your wheels. And that's just me from where talking to your audience and you as a younger cat. Like, if I knew they knew then what I knew now, blah, blah, that shit cliche as fuck, but that shit is so fucking real. Like, if I had the knowledge that I have right
You
now,
went to college though.
not the same.
Oh, you didn't go for the
Experience.
people and
It's about college is about experience and networking. Unless you go to
What
like,
would you do different? Because me and my man, you went.
so I would have went into a different major.
Mm.
Psychology is not a strong major. I went to psychology right, like, they closed all the mental hospitals and all that shit. They closed all that shit. Like, mental health wasn't a thing when I graduated high school. College. That it wasn't a thing. That's all you hear about now, right? Mental health. That shit was none fucking existent. People didn't give a fuck about that shit. They didn't, dog.
Why'd you go for it?
I went for it because I wanted to be a relationship and marriage counselor. But I was supposed to be a OBGYN. That's why I went bio pre-med, but I switched to psychology because my credits transferred. And I like the mind and shit. I'm obsessed with how the mind work and all that. So I went to psychology. I'm a people person. I'm very interpersonal. So I just did that. And then the master's program didn't work out because, again, mental health institutions around that time were like, nothing, dude. Nothing. It wasn't a thing. Now all that shit's opening back up. Now everybody needs a fucking shrink and client, all that. Great. I'm probably gonna go back and get my master's in like 10 years or some shit, and then open up my clinic and still use my degree.
Oh shit! I ain't gonna lie, it sound like a whole bunch of hoopla. I'm just gonna get some bread out here.
Hard work.
I'm gonna get some bread.
You gotta have steps to get bread. Bread don't fall out of a tree.
Bro, I'm gonna get some bread in this bitch, bro.
What you do to get bread?
This sponsors. All right. This brings us to our sponsor. This brings us to our sponsor. Yeah. All right. Let me ask you this. I feel like you said. I feel like you just turning and just rolling. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like a lot of people like they say something like that, but they don't look like the whole picture. I want to ask you this: how do you know if you just turning and just rolling? Because me, in my mind, I looked at somebody like they was just turning and just rolling, but then they was moving on a whole nother spectrum on something I just didn't know. If you understand what I'm saying?
Well, I'm just talking about the individual. The individual should know if they're moving or just turning their wheels. Like I said, if I knew what I knew then, what I know now, at your age, by the time I was 30, I'd probably be close to being a millionaire. Easy fucking work.
It's an easy fucking work.
I'm not.
How would you do it?
So I do day trading. I'm in the stocks. I also am a financial advisor. That was the last job I was at. So I'm a licensed insurance agent and a financial advisor. So I know how money moves, how income, and then what you spend, how your debt, how you should be managing those things. So if I knew all that back then, a lot of the money I was spending on bullshit, I wouldn't be spending it. I'll be buying life insurance policies. And then by the time I'm 30, I can cash that shit out and put all that shit into a fucking business and then be fucking rolling. Easy. Now that's easy money. So if you got some money hanging around, you get a permanent life insurance, aka whole life insurance policy. You should be paying between, if you got it, if you got the money, you want to do between $100 and $300 a month. That's the policy you want. In the next 10 years, you'll be having almost $10,000 at least, depending on what type of policy or what provider you go with. And you can borrow that money from your fucking self. It's not a bank. You borrow it from yourself and do what you want to do with it. And you can pay it back or you don't pay it back.
That sounds so complicated. I might as well just fuck this little Switzerland model, make a bank account, get a cheap taxes.
Hey, make it work. Show me how. Hey, if it's easier than that, all you gotta do is do a couple clicks. You got the money, put it in there. Clicks and payments.
Fuck this little Bazania bitch. Make this bank account.
Make it.
All right, we good, bitch.
Yeah. Definitely be a millionaire. She ain't gonna make you no millionaire though.
All right, but you say the money in there will work for you?
What? Oh yeah. Like for instance, my mom took a life insurance policy off of me when I was 27, 28, and I just pulled like 3,000 out of it last year and did what I wanted to do with it.
Cause I'm not. The only thing I'm on hip on is my grandma told me to do. It was the fucking ISRC shit. The shit that I can't even touch. So I'm like 65.
IRA.
Yeah, she seen my bank account one day,
Smart.
and then she was like, "Let me take some of this. You gotta take some of this and make this." I was like, "Grandma, I'm not doing it." It's like, "No, just take it right now. It ain't nothing right now, but when you need it, it's gonna be there." And it's like,
she right.
I was so pissed I had to give.
It's just what how if she would explain exactly what she was doing with it.
I gave her no. She explained everything. I still didn't want to do it at the time. I gave her 5,000. I remember my bank account was banging. I was like, man, I can do it. You can see I can do it without ease. I was like, do I want to?
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, so that was just a funny thing.
That's good though that you have something then.
Do you yeah, that's my biggest fear. Like fuck, I can be broke as hell. Like I don't know. I had a lot of older men like around me. So then a lot of them they told me the same shit that you told me. Like, bro, you ain't gotta worry about shit until you like 30, 35. 35, panic. But 30, bro, like you ain't really gotta worry about shit. Like I used to be panicking. It's like, and plus you know what you want to do. A lot of niggas don't know what they want to do until 30, and then 30
If
starts,
that,
and then boom, now
if that,
35, they can know what they're
I
doing.
think a lot of them don't know.
You know what I
Still
mean?
don't know.
So
Yeah.
now I feel like that's why like that's one thing I always want to promote. Like niggas stop panicking. Like 'cause
No,
that
you
make
got
me panic
time.
and just all right, let me catch this jug.
You
And,
got time. Just work. You gotta put some work in. Shit ain't gonna fall to you. No one's gonna give you that shit.
mm,
That's what I want to. We want to hammer that shit home. People don't want to fucking hear it. You gotta work for the shit. It's no one's gonna come back like save your ass.
mm.
You gotta work for that
Let
shit.
me ask you, what taught you that?
Shit, my dad.
How do
My
you teach it to you?
my
Or
dad
he
taught.
just
He just instilled work ethic into me. Um, like ain't no way I'm gonna be outside working and you not. So get your ass out here and work, but also teaching me things along the way. He never let me half-ass nothing.
bro, yeah, I'm on that. I ain't gonna lie, I'm on that shit so heavy. I got a little brother. He I don't know how old that nigga is. But then basically, nah, I'm so serious. Like I got I'm friends with the district attorney. So then boom, he's like, oh, you ever need somebody to intern and everything. So he's like 8th grade, 9th grade. I was like, all right, take your ass over there and intern. And I was like, but I don't want to. It's like, nigga, when you become my age, you need something. Like if I didn't have this camera shit, I fuck.
No, you
But it's
gotta
kind
have
of crazy
something.
that I taught myself this.
Okay.
Like imagine if like I had some older dude and he just taught me all these skills. So if I ever needed a quick dollar, it'd be like, okay, I'll just be a plumber for like a couple months. You know what I mean? I'll take a couple
Right.
plumbing jobs. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? It's never gonna be like, oh, we gotta rob these niggas.
Yep. Because I can go pick my horn up and make some money just like that. No time. No
You know
problem.
what I mean? I feel like that's like a thing that I feel like just we don't instill in like younger dudes and shit like that.
Resilience. There's no resilience. Like people really give up so fucking quick. Why you giving up so quick? Like you
Mm.
have no excuse. What else you gonna do? You can't just give up shit, bro. You gotta give yourself grace to learn and have time on something. You're not perfect. Everyone fucks up.
How long did you give yourself to get good at the trumpet
Saxophone?
saxophone?
Uh,
Damn,
yeah, that's all right.
my bad.
I don't think that I didn't like hearing myself until I don't know, probably like 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
I didn't like
Damn,
listening to myself.
that's crazy.
Yep. I used to hate how I sounded. Hate it. Everyone else loved it. I hate it.
Damn, when you got into that groove, how was that groove? Because I feel like I like
It's nothing like it. Like if I had time to play it more, I would play it all the time because I know how I sound not only from when I started playing saxophone as a young child, but after the accident to now. Because I had to build back my shit. So that's a whole nother thing. And being allergic to metal.
you grew up in Detroit,
Half in Detroit, half Southfield.
South of Detroit.
Hmm.
The same thing a little bit. But now I don't know. People be in they like I ain't gonna lie, niggas be in their head about that shit so much.
They
Like
do.
I'm in Ann Arbor, and then people get Ann Arbor Ipsy. Are you Ann Arbor Ipsy? I was like,
It's
same shit. Washtenaw County, it's
mm,
Wayne County.
taxes.
Uh,
It's all about money. Everything always about money.
mm.
Always. That's the
Nah,
world we
you know
in.
the niggas, but niggas dumb shit.
Taxes. Because if they could afford more taxes, they wouldn't be staying there.
You saying like, oh, are you from Detroit? Like, you just say Detroit. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit just got to me.
Yeah. I'm definitely from Detroit. I was born in Detroit. And I didn't move. I went to Detroit. Well, I went to private schools in Detroit. I went to Bates Academy.
But you say taxes, shit.
Hmm.
How did you learn about it first?
What?
The taxes shit. Because I feel like you said you was financial advisor, so
So, I became a financial advisor like maybe a year and a half ago almost now.
and just let y'all know this nigga pulled up in a Batmobile, so you know what we're talking about. I'm letting y'all know this nigga pulled up in a Batmobile. That nigga with tinted windows, better than the YN. Nigga. I'm just letting y'all know, like this nigga pulled up in some shit, and I was like, "Is that a YN?" I thought he was in another car, like the mommy van in front of it. I was, nah,
No, you see how you trying to do me, dog?
huh?
Don't do me like that, dog.
Nigga, what's the truth? You trying to be sly with it? You trying to keep it a secret, nigga?
No. I'm just talking about you thought I was in the mommy van in front of it. Kiss my ass.
Nah, just let him know. Just let him know.
Nah.
All right, so yeah, how'd you get there?
I became a financial advisor because I wanted to do something that I feel that would help have a bigger impact on our community. That's one of the major reasons. Another reason was I learned a lot after my wife's mom died during the COVID years, and I learned about when you don't have your shit together and when you do have your shit together. That shit taught me a lot of fucking shit.
Oh yeah, when COVID happened, that was like that.
When
When
pe-
I feel like that was the only time in my generation we figured out like you got to think like that. And now when I look at my grandma and shit like that, because I look at because they didn't went through shit,
Mhm,
real shit. Like you know what I mean?
mhm.
So then that's the only real thing we ever had to go through. Like I feel like we live in. I feel like this shit is going in circles again. Like the Roaring '20s, like when nothing happened, and then at the end of the '20s, the Great Depression, like everything went back. You understand what I'm saying?
Everything's a cycle. That's like my whole philosophy.
So I feel like we in a great era where like nothing's going back. I feel like we never had to think like that. Like get canned food. Yeah, that should have come in hand. Like simple shit.
I know what you mean.
Stock up. Like
Yeah,
not ever since then, I stock up on like
you just stay stopped.
I'm stocked like a motherfucker. Like
Okay,
stock to the rim. Like you
that's
know
what's
what I
up.
mean?
That's what's up.
Like anything I do, like stock.
That's what's up.
All right, what we doing? Even with the podcast, like, I'm thinking with the podcast now, like
I think you were saying that. Yeah.
3 months in advance. Like boom. What if this camera break? I need to hustle the money for it, or something like that. What if this breaks? This break. All right. What if a new laptop? I gotta get a new laptop. All right. Damn, I can't shoot for a minute. All
Apply
right.
that shit to everything. Good job.
I'm
I
good
like. I
at
like. I
two
like
months.
that.
You know what I mean?
Good job.
And so then boom. So I think like
Do it now. Don't wait. Do it now. Say it to yourself. Do it now. We be
yeah,
we be procrastinating on too much shit as a people, as young people, whatever, old people, whatever. Do it now. Say it to yourself more often. Because there's a list of shit that we know is over here that we be ignoring the fuck out of. Just knock that shit out and keep fucking going.
he said, knock that shit up. Keep
Knock that
fucking.
shit out. Keep going. Because you gonna feel better once you will feel it. Like, damn, I did that shit. Damn, I did that shit. Finally, you feel that shit. That's like where I'm at.
Hmm. Overstood. Overstood. All right, Lon, you say you've been married for 11 years.
Yep, this August. Yep.
I can't keep chocolate nigga like me can't keep a bitch. Like, you see that? You know where that
You
come
in a
from?
whole nother world, bro.
You know
I
where
don't
that
know
come from?
what.
The Snowfall. You ain't know Snowfall?
Oh no, I wasn't. I'm sorry. Hell yeah, I love. That's one of my favorite shows.
Yeah,
But
Snowfall. That was the ending of Snowfall. That's what Franklin Saint
oh
said.
my god, I don't. That last episode fuck with me, man.
Yeah, chocolate nigga like me can't keep a bitch. How do you stay in a relationship? How do you keep it like since she 11 years? She must like you. I must be doing something.
Man, you gotta be like I was. I think I might have said. I think too many of us are selfish. You can't be as selfish as we're used to being in a relationship like that. And if you're gonna be a partnership, you guys gotta make sure you both have lists that we're talking about. She has a list. I have a list that and when you bring to a partnership.
Mhm.
She has to make sure she's knocking them down, and you need to make sure you're knocking them down.
All right, this the problem with me. What if these bitches keep changing their fucking list?
First of all, you shouldn't be thinking about that shit right now. I told you.
No, I'm so serious. I'm so serious. I'm 1,000% serious. I want to know, like, even for the people questions, like, if that bitch keep changing her fucking list, like, cause me in my head, I think women are that thing that's just never satisfied.
No, I think that's true. They're never satisfied. But if
And
you,
what if she put some like crazy bullshit on that list?
but see, the thing
Like, she
is,
put what if she put a no on your list? I want to know this.
if she put a no on your
If she
list,
put a no on your list, like this is like one of the things, like I'm not like no, and she's like okay, and because
okay,
y'all get
so
older, I feel like y'all getting older. Like that's the most scariest thing for me. If I marry her today, and then 20 years from now, she changed and now she wants to do this, now I'll be like,
so this is something that you're gonna realize. Everyone's gonna keep changing. You're going to be who you are, but you will change because there's things you're going to accept, there's things that you're not, there's things you're going to learn. So you'll have a different air or even ego sometimes about a situation or, an arena. So everyone's going to change. The thing is, are y'all willing to change together? Because what was most impactful is, uh, I think it was, so basically one of my moms, I call her like my moms. She, when we was going through like the marriage counseling stuff before the wedding, she was like, "You gotta remember that y'all been together what 2 years now almost, and y'all looking forward, but you have to remember there's so many years behind y'all that y'all don't know each other that you have to, you eventually have to learn or understand. So we be in these short relationships and we're not giving each other time to really learn each other. So until you think it's a girl, and you'll know, because if you do it right, she'll find you. You won't be finding her.
I ain't gonna lie, I got it in my head that me and my friend we be having this argument a lot. So it's like me in my head, I think women are retarded.
Oh, you can't say that. What are you talking?
Look,
No, don't listen. You can't
bro,
say
I
the
think
R
women are
word.
retarded.
No,
No,
they're
I'm
not.
standing on it. This the Dark Side podcast. I had a white woman say nigger. Like we good.
Hey, I want to
Look,
see that episode.
look, it's coming out in June. All right, look. Basically, I'm saying I think women are retarded. I think they don't know any better about a lot of shit. So then you gotta like I'm patient with women, and then boom, my brother, my friend, he thinks no women they play manipulative games. Like they know what they doing and they do this. Like which one do you think? Like me, I'm thinking retarded, and he's saying like no, they on bullshit. They on straight bullshit. That woman, she playing with it. I'll be like, no, she just don't know. You gotta break it down to him. Like me in my head, like I read the Bible a lot. I think like dude's supposed to lead. Like, all right, look, don't do this. All right, this how we gonna play this.
But retarded though, you can't call him retarded, man.
Okay, I
Because
say,
you know.
don't know a lot.
So you got like common sense, you got book sense, you got intelligence,
What
you
would I
got
say?
intuition, you
No, it's
got
something. It's something for sure.
emotional intelligence. It's like so many definitions in this shit.
No,
I can't let you.
because it ain't none of that. No, it ain't none of that. It's only one word that can get it.
Ladies, I'm gonna stand up for y'all for a second.
Nah, what's the word though? Because I feel like no, you know it. Like it's certain shit that a man knows, and that a man just like, okay, I'm hip to this shit. This how we're moving, and then a woman just be like, la di da di da, da di da di da. Oh my goodness, and they just panic. Like me, men, we think like we are thinkers. Like, come on now.
Women are emotional, yes. We are logical. I give you that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'm not gonna label that as a disorder.
Okay, I say women are emotional.
That's
Okay.
what it.
Okay, women are just emotional. Me and
I'm
my
not
head.
gonna say just because we all different and people go through shit.
That's what I'm saying. I say every woman I look at right now, I see as just emotional. She don't understand the logic side. So then that's the shit I'll be saying. Like my woman, she gotta understand the logic side. She can't just call them like. I see too much bullshit, like calling you crazy or some shit like
And
that.
then you have conversations so they understand that.
But then when you have those, when I be having those conversations, I'll be like, nah. And like me in my head with some women, I'll just be like, I don't want to waste my breath even having the conversation.
Well, that's again, you can tell if she gonna be the one or not. And right now, I don't think you need to be focusing on that. Just have fun. Just have safe fun. That's my
I
recommendation.
never used a condom a day in my life. What are you talking? I should look at me like that. No, they say you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to treat every woman like they got something.
Right. So you wear a condom.
So you be careful with who you do it with.
Oh, okay.
See, exactly. So y'all evil. Y'all the nasty ones. Stop it. Y'all the nasty ones. Y'all the nasty ones. See, look, you be careful who you do it with. That's the thing.
Anyways,
Ah, man, see, there, you ain't gonna give me that
I'll
one.
just say that I had a good time and I always was safe. A lot of my friends were definitely not wearing condoms. I was not one of those people. That's just something my dad hammered it to me. I guess I go back to my dad again. He's like, hey, bro, you gonna have that baby? It's gonna fuck your shit up. I'm telling you right now.
Oh yeah, that's a crap out for sure. That's a crap out for a man for sure. That's the only thing you can do to crap out. That's what I'm telling you. I don't worry about shit. Like my grandma, they all think I'm crazy in the motherfucker. But I be like, I ain't gotta worry about shit. Like I think like catch a dime, you'll be straight. Catch a flight, you'll be straight. But if you get a kid, ain't no coming back from that. Especially with the wrong one or somebody you don't know.
I'm just saying.
See, that's why I'm careful who I do it with.
Okay. I guess that means you're saying you're not minding of having a kid anytime soon.
Huh?
You don't mind having a kid anytime soon.
Nah, like me, like this like a thing I use for like women. Like if I gotta watch her take the pill, nah. If an inch of her wants kids, nah. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Those two things, like if those things fall to matter, if I don't want it and she wants it and she still gonna go fall through for it, and like she telling me this shit right now, and like I feel the vibe, nah.
Okay.
Like me, what my granny said this shit so fucked up. Like when she told me this shit, she told me this shit when I was like 20, 21, some shit like that. And then I thought she thought I was a monster or some shit like that. I didn't really understand it. I was so mad when she said it.
What?
She said, Mario, I think you need a quiet woman. You need a nice, quiet bitch, like a nice, quiet woman. And I was like, what? You think I'm just some monster? And then when I get older now, I understand what the fuck she's talking about. I need a nice, quiet woman. All that like argument and fight shit is like that should have turned me the fuck off. Like
Yeah,
literally.
yeah. But she'll find you. Don't worry
So
about it right now.
yeah, you
Trust
gotta be
me. You see how
quiet.
many times I said this to you, dog?
Just look at me if you out there.
Don't.
Just be quiet.
Take your time and just enjoy life, bro. You living the best years of your life right now.
All right, let's get into some of my written questions.
Okay.
What's your relationship like with God?
I'm spiritualist.
What that mean?
I am not tied to a denomination, but I believe in a creator.
Mm, understood, understood.
Hmm.
You know, I was watching a Family Guy joke. It was fucked up. I'm gonna get on you though. It was fucked up. But look, it was they said, God, do everybody gets to heaven? Yeah, everybody gets to heaven. Do gays get to heaven? Yep. Do them killers get to heaven? Yep. But nah, not them people that say they spiritual. Them people got a special place in hell. Them people that say they believe in God but they're spiritual, they got a special place. And then so then that was every time somebody said that, I think about that.
Yeah, I just don't think it's fair to draw the creator's energy just to one type of channel. I have respect everybody's channel. I respect the Buddhists. I respect the Arabic. I respect the Islam, Christianity, Catholicism. You know, I respect it. And who am I as a man to say your shit is not real or your shit is not as real as mine? None of y'all motherfuckers know.
Do you believe in the do you believe in that I feel like did you grow up Christian though?
Mhm. For
You believe
sure, Baptist. Yeah.
you believe in the heaven and hell?
Nope.
So what do you believe? How do you think we're gonna figure this shit out when we die?
Um,
Because you definitely going with the nasties.
what's the nasties though?
I'm playing. I'm playing.
So,
He said,
I think, I'm very science based with that.
mhm,
Energy is neither created or destroyed; it's just translated into another form.
mhm.
So your essence or who you are is not going to die. So you're going on to something else. Whatever something else is, you're not going to be tormented for or all that crazy ass shit. I don't think it's no demons waiting for motherfuckers to go and kill people either. I just don't. I don't think it's a chair guide, but I think it's a energy that definitely monitors or that all of us are tapped into or tapped into us or drawn into that at times controls, but at the same time, you got the free will type of thing. So I honestly think it's Grand Theft Auto, if you want me to keep it a buck.
What that mean?
You play Grand Theft Auto, right? You've never played Grand Theft
I'm
Auto?
not a gamer.
Oh, wow. Shit. That's wild.
Yeah, I'm just a music guy and a camera guy.
What you play? Or you just
No,
into music?
no, I'm just into music.
Okay.
Nah, it's the piano, but I play it off ear. I don't know keys and shit like that. Like,
Oh,
I swear
yeah.
to God, I play that shit off ear.
Okay.
Now, I'm extremely like good though at that shit. Though I ain't gonna hold you.
We'll see.
Now I'm so serious. Like, put me on a drum set and then like I get that shit down like pack like a motherfucker.
I mean, we'll see,
All right, fuck it, let me get it.
What were we saying?
We were talking about the afterlife. You said it's like GTA. I didn't know what you were talking
Grand
about.
Theft Auto. So Grand Theft Auto is basically a simulation. It's the closest simulation of real life. That's why it's still the most played game on the planet. People play that more than Call of Duty, all the motherfucker games,
Oh, so you
Fortnite,
think when you die, you just gonna come back to something again?
something else.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm leaving it up because I read it and I was like, because as I meet people more, especially as like I do podcasts, but I talk to so many people.
Hmm.
Like even I told you like the LGBTs and shit like
Hmm.
that. So then it was like even with them, like I remember growing up, they say, "Oh, the kid's going to hell," da, 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 da. And then, but I'm growing up, I'm just looking at people. Oh, the murderers going to hell, like, and I'm with all these rappers like known like murder convictions and shit. I'm like, these are good people though. You know what I mean? Like, and I look at them like they're all like even the gays, like it's like, oh, this is
They're
misunderstood.
just
It's
a
like,
person.
yeah, like I be looking at shit like that. So I be like,
So my thing is, who am I to judge something is not my life? I ain't living your life. You living your life, and whatever you believe and whatever you think gonna happen, that's on you. They ain't got shit to do with me.
mm,
I have such a strong relationship with the creator that I don't really delve into that. I like talking about energy and exchange and vibrations and all that shit. But as far as like religions, I don't really talk about it.
mm, let me ask you this. I feel like everybody got their favorite, like they got their lit thing. Like, I remember I get this. I only wrote this question now because I was in a party once, and
Hmm.
I was like, "Oh, this is lit. You ain't happy?" And I was like, "Nigga, lit to me is sitting at home with anime with a big booty something, and then boom, chilling. Like that's me lit. That's
Okay.
lit as hell with a whole bunch of snacks. You know what I mean? With a bag of marshmallows. You
That's
know what I'm
what's,
saying?
yeah, I feel you. That's like
That's
your
lit.
lit moment. That's for
So
you.
then, boom. I want to know for you, what's your lit? Like, what's a good time for you? Because I feel like let's have a good time. Yeah, let's say in this smoky area, everybody coughing, almost dying, coughing up a lung. Let's drink. Like I'm not a drinker, I'm not a smoker, none of that
Good
shit.
job.
So it's like,
I did both.
so
Um,
what's a good time to you?
a good time to me is shoot.
So I feel like everybody good times different.
I have multiple good times, but
Spit them to me.
one of my most convenient, and I think, fulfilling good times. Uh, I grew up around water. My parents got a pool, big house, and we'd be kicking in the backyard with the music. Um, my brother's like a DJ, and we'd be vibing, sometimes drinking. Some people smoke, have people over. We have it, be having sets and shit. I mean, that's a dope chill time. Get in the pool if you want to. We'll be playing like croquet.
Mm.
So
Right, for sure, for sure.
that's one. And then two is like, yeah, I like going out to like the pool party at Vegas on one of the Sundays, like Dre's. That was hype. Or yeah, Columbia was dope.
Yeah, Vegas kind of fucked me up in the head when it was a topless pool, and I was like, oh, these guys just walking around like this. That shit kind of blew my brain a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I like having fun. I'm a party guy, man. I've
But
always been a party guy.
I ain't fuck with that shit. You know why I ain't fuck with that shit? Because then the bitch be walking around with her titties out and then with her husband right up. I'm like, bitch,
That's weird.
you portraying the wrong shit. What the
No,
fuck you talking
but
about?
it's so many clubs and people and women in Vegas.
I be thinking like, I don't
It
know,
was a
like
lot of fun.
the should be fucking my head up. Like I told my friend this, I'm a little fucked up in there. Like, if I'm partying, it's the fuck. That's it. Like, girl, we not like. Let's just have a good time. It's like, yeah, all right, bitch.
Well, I
Like,
mean, if that keeps you good until you 30, then you get serious about it. Yeah, do that.
what you mean? You saying just don't have a kid, nigga? Come on, that nigga just said don't have a kid, nigga. Just don't have a
I
kid.
didn't have one, but I just know that that would change your shit drastically. And then the things you should be doing right now, you won't be able to do them like you want to.
Bro, I
Because
know.
that money thing is going
Boy,
to
I
keep
just
you
had a
stuck.
fucking talk with a rapper. It was like, hey, I got this play. So the studio, then when we go to Cincinnati, bro, I tapped into all the rappers in Cincinnati, bro. I think you a rapper, bro. I think you should like fucking do features while you down there and they get the studio set, like make your bread, do shit while you down there, right? He's like, bro, oh, I don't know, I'm a dad. I got bitch. Like, you know what I mean? I would hate to be that guy.
So, I mean, it's
I think, I think it would be. I think my woman would probably hate that shit the most. I ain't gonna hold you.
well, yeah, I
I
mean,
think it just gotta be with the right one.
like most of the time when I'm going on now, I'm usually getting paid.
You don't think you can do it with the one?
What? What you mean?
Like, you don't think you can still have a kid and work with the one?
You
Because I
talking about
say
at your age?
me in my head, my grandma was the one. My grandma had my dad. I never knew my blood granddad. So
Okay.
now I remember I asked her one day, and she was like, "Yeah, it was yeah, it just happened. I was 18. I was in Alabama, and I knew it ain't nothing there down there, but Cuba, Alabama, but trees. So then it's like, shit. Tried to go up north. I think we had a talk in a diner or whatever the fuck it was that one day. And then boom, I think he gave me half the money. I think he gave me a little bit of money for the Greyhound bus up there. And then boom, I've been in Ann Arbor ever since. And then boom. And that's about it. I think he got to own a bus company or something like that. But yeah, that's it. He's like, yeah, I don't do all the shit that all these other women be do these days. He's like, I don't be getting all the money trying to do it. Nah, we know what we did. Just ran about business. He ain't want to be a part of it. So
Mm.
then I think that's real shit. Like in my head, like that's real woman shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, how often does that come around?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But if you do it with that one or that understand some shit, they'd be like, okay, yeah, let's
But
work it
see,
out.
again, if you get to that point with a woman that you're talking about understands some shit, it's more than just fucking. Y'all not just fucking. That's
So
your.
you believe in love and shit, and I'm guessing.
I mean, it happens.
Okay, yeah, my bad. I'm so pessimistic. My
No,
bad.
no, no,
You
dog.
believe in love?
Again, I do. I do. It's definitely possible.
What make you believe in it?
What makes me believe in love? Like, are you saying like
Nigga, my podcast is
love,
called.
like genuine love, or just like a woman and a man love? Because
Uh,
because you know that there's just more, there's multiple types of love.
Break it down.
Um,
Well, I understand that part, but I say, yeah, because me in my head, I always tell people this, like, me in my head, love is familiarity. Like the wisest words I received in life was Mario.
Familiarity.
Just fucking find a bitch you halfway like, she halfway cute. Make sure her mama cute. She not gonna get fat on your ass when she get old. Boom, and then just take from there. Love will come later. Marry her, and then love comes later in life.
Hmm.
So and then boom, I heard like that was like the most wisest words I ever got. So now I think like love to me is familiarity. And then plus like I always watched one movie. It was I think it was Adam Sandler. I think no, it was another dude. It was the Black Captain America dude. He was on a ship in space with a bitch, and then they was lost out there.
Tell me, I'm talking about Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, I think so. Anthony something.
What's that shit?
The black superhero. You don't watch superhero shit?
No, you talking about? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You talking about not when he was Captain America. You talking about the other one?
Yeah. Basically, he was on a spaceship with a lady. He fell in love with her. So I'm thinking love to me in my head is familiarity. They became familiar with each other. And I just thought if I was on space, lost, stranded with a bitch, I'd probably start fucking that bitch too and probably fall in love with her a little bit too. If I was on space with her, it just depends on how long.
Like that's what I said. Like it is. It has a point to it. You know.
Me, love is familiarity, but I feel like a lot of people don't think that way. I think they think love is like some cosmic shit. Like I ain't gonna lie, that's just me in my head.
Because you love your grandma. You don't love your grandma?
Do I love my grandma?
Yeah.
Like familiarity wise type shit.
Do you love your grandma? There's no other way to ask that question.
Oh my god, I ain't gonna
That's the only
lie.
person I heard you talk about. That's why I'm asking. I didn't hear you talk about anybody else.
It's a weird love. It's a weird love. It's a weird love.
Then I say it's a different type of
It's
love.
a weird love. I don't think it's. I ain't gonna lie. Like to me, in my head,
you love your grandma because if she wasn't there to give you the knowledge that she still gives you and have given you, it would have a huge fucking impact on you. That void it would leave a huge void. Huge void. Am I wrong?
nah, I'll be straight. We didn't have these talks before. Like I remember I had a talk with it was on the podcast with Art Dog.
So no parents?
Nah, parents for me. Yeah, I got my mom and my dad.
Okay.
But I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of them like niggas like you gotta get this shit out the mud, nigga. If you don't make this shit, ain't shit finna happen for your ass.
And who'd you learn that from?
Like, and the funny thing is, you know who told me that shit since birth?
Who?
Grandma.
That's who I was just talking about.
But look, it was, you know how the conversation went though? The conversation went like, Mario, the only thing you got is me, and I'm halfway here. I'm old, nigga. And I feel bad for you. And that's all this is. And that's the only thing. So I don't think it's love. I feel like it's just like, damn, this nigga got it. Like, damn, mom and dad fucked. Damn. Halfway bad. All right, look, put you on game. Look, what? No, then help put you on game on certain shit. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's that. But I ain't like love. Like
you ain't never been really loved then.
Yeah, I don't see that shit. Like it's a little fucked up, but yeah, that's me.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's why I say it is what it is, but it's fucked up.
But I mean, hopefully, you know, I think you would experience real love, not with the woman you find, but if you have a kid.
If I have a kid, because they can be like, Daddy, I like all that shit.
It's just something that it's just different, bro.
But I ain't gonna lie, I had thoughts like that. I ain't gonna hear y'all like just getting dark side. Look, I ain't gonna lie, but I had thoughts like that. But in me in my head, I thought that'd be so fucking like petty to get somebody else into my shit just because of some like petty shit. And me in my head,
like, what you mean, like have a kid just because?
Yeah, just about. Oh yeah, I want to have like a loving house. Like I feel like I would do that, but the mom got to be right as fuck.
Yeah, it's got to be the right one.
Yeah, the mom got to be right.
Got to be the right one.
Fuck.
Yeah, it takes some time.
If the mom don't understand, like, okay, look, I'm finna shoot these interviews and this and now I'm gonna take 6 hours to edit these bitches, and I ain't gonna be here till like probably tomorrow, like probably at noon, and then we'll be like, you know what I mean?
I do know that will change eventually.
Yeah, that shit.
It will change because you ain't gonna be wanting to work that long, bro. You're gonna have a team doing it. You're gonna enterprise.
Oh yeah, I know that, but like
that's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna be like I said. Those things will change.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it's still. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like maybe, hopefully, I don't know if it'll change or not, because I feel like I got that beast in me. I feel like even I got $1 million in the bank. All right, bro, let's go. What we doing? All right, bro, let's go. Bro, let's go. Like niggas saying this shit to me now, but like I'm on this shit. Like
I want you to when you get that $1 million, I want to be back on your show, and we're gonna talk about that again.
All right, look, nigga, all right, I'm gonna clip this bitch up
because it's gonna be
when I get it.
It's gonna be a staff that does all that fucking extra shit for you. Because I don't even fucking mix my own music no more. I get that shit to other people. I don't
be real. Do they do it like you though? Do they do it with the care and passion that you do?
If you do it to the right people, yes. If you give it to the right people, yes. I give my music to people who I know first of all, are credible in the music industry. Like, you can just pay for credibility, who have consistency in work. So, yeah.
Let me go to segue to one of my questions. So I want to ask you this: if you had to hire somebody, or let's say anything, like let's say an engineer, would you hire the person that you trust the most, or would you just hire the person? Or you only rock with one. You can't go to one or the other. Like none of that shit. It's only one or the other for life. If you have to hire somebody for a job, you doing the one you trust, or you doing the one that's the best at it? Like this one, he's the best dude in this shit, but you don't trust this fool from a can of paint. And then this fool right here, you trust with your fucking life, like everything on the stand, live for you, everything. But then boom, not as good.
So I will go with the one I trust because he can be taught everything else.
I get you.
Because who knows what this other motherfucker got going on? Why would you want to be with somebody you don't trust? I know I feel that keep your enemies closer and all that shit, but I don't. Nah, I don't want my enemies close to me. I don't need you close to me. I'm good.
Sure, how close do you keep your enemies?
Don't. I don't
What?
keep my energy close. I got a circle of people that I work with. I don't. First of all, I don't have ops. Who has enemies? Ops. That shit is
I was
fucking
just gonna ask
fake,
you that.
bro.
How do you make enemies?
That shit fake. How the fuck do you make enemies?
Niggas
What
be
the
acting like
fuck
they-
are y'all doing out here to make enemies? Get the
Nigga,
fuck out of here, dog. Fuck a op. Grow the fuck up. That shit ain't real. That shit ain't real. It's not. You're wasting your goddamn time. Go make this fucking money and get out the mud. However, but you gotta work, dog. That shit's a fucking fantasy.
bro.
And like you go and try to make a fucking enemy. You try to go make a op. What the fuck is the fun in that? First of all, where are the women in that shit?
Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out.
I'm all with dog. I'm keeping it fucking real. You want to go be the ops and find the ops and all this shit? Where the fucking women at? Y'all niggas all
Bro,
hanging together.
You don't ever get haters.
Oh, I definitely get haters.
Those are enemies. In my head, enemies. Cause jealousy, you ain't never had a motherfucker near you that like if they ever got close to your ass, they try to. You having $1 million meeting with this dude right now, and they'll come over there. Hey, you remember that one time you was?
I don't let those people close.
See, that's what I'm talking about when I say enemies. People
see, I don't look at it. I don't.
But you was talking about somebody. I get you saying that.
Yeah, like people make it more than what it is, you know. And I'm an energy based person. I'm gonna keep like energy around me. I'm not gonna keep a dissonant energy. I'm not gonna keep something that's out of tune around me.
Let me ask you this. I was talking to this dude, John Barlow, running for Detroit Mayor.
Yeah, me and him went to Base Academy together. That's my boy.
Cool. I had him on a pod, and he said we need to be able to like trust each other more and stuff like that. So then, boom. I feel like even in Detroit, I feel like the energy of that like is just fucking. I feel like it's us as a people these days.
It's better than what it's been. I can honestly say that.
For real?
Yeah, I can say that. From me being as 40 years old and you being 24, it's better than what it used to be.
I'm finna get on your ass right now.
I'll take
I'm finna get on your ass right now. Look.
Go ahead.
Look, because I feel like it's you niggas that's fucking the game up. No.
What? Wait, what?
Look, no, fuck this. I'm in a community with my camera with the politicians and everything, right?
Good.
So look, bro, tell me why I'm out here and these niggas on some hoe shit, these older, I'm gonna keep it real, older black men, they on some hoe shit, on some like, I don't know what them young niggas on. Nigga, they on the same shit you was on, nigga. The fuck you, that in my head, that's what I'm thinking. So I feel like the older niggas is some hoes right now. I feel like the older niggas, they don't want to do shit with the young niggas.
And it's the same story. That shit is like, that story has always been.
I feel like back in your days, though, you had your dad.
That's different, though. I had my dad.
I feel like in your days, it still wasn't. Like, even my grandma.
The old dudes still didn't like what the young dudes did. It was the same shit. It's like a thing. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I feel like they, of course, didn't like it, but they was still there.
Now, that is a point.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a bar.
Like, they didn't like it.
I'll give you that. And I'll give you that because...
No, they just like, fuck them young niggas, and they go to Bloomfield, and then they just go getting money to all the Arabics.
I don't know about that, but I'll say that men have been pushed out of the households both systematically and in the communal aspect as well. I mean, a lot of women just want to have a baby at daddy so they can have that money. They just want the money. Let me trap this nigga. Let me get this money back.
You believe that shit? That's one of the things I just don't believe.
Okay.
I don't believe like this woman. Like, I believe like they trying to trap. I feel like.
But you look at Shannon Sharp. Look what just happened to him. He's not trying to be trapped right now.
Not with a baby.
It don't matter.
I don't feel like bitches that's
still money.
I mean, I think it's bitches that's
it's still money though. And babies are a part of the money shit. They do, because most of the people who have babies with all these baby daddies, they're not spending that money on them babies.
Yeah.
Think about it. I'm just giving. I mean,
It is a money thing.
you know, it's a thing. But
I believe I don't think it's just like what's the percentage wise? You think women out here that's on that money shit?
I think it's worse now. Women
Like,
are more.
be real. Like, give me a percentage. I need numbers. All right,
Okay, so you say a percentage of women, like we're talking about single women between the age of what?
it don't matter. Oh,
That are on that trapping nigga type of shit?
yeah,
Or,
trapping.
or
We're not just talking about black.
not just trapping. Are we talking about like, you know, you
Yeah.
gotta pay to be with me?
Nah, I was saying trapping.
Is that different?
Me, I feel like I hear so many dudes on that trapping nigga shit. I be like, bro, these bitches is not trying to trap. These bitches is retarded. Like, it's what the fuck I keep saying.
Stop saying that.
These bitches.
So I think the percentage is low, but I know that women. Well, I'm not going to say I know.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say that there are still a bigger side of the population that knows they can get money out of a guy.
Oh, you talking about getting money out of a guy?
Whether it be a baby or not a baby.
I think that's cool.
That's just what they lead with, though.
Oh.
It's like, why are we leading with that? Mm-hmm. Like, I should be your provider. That's what I'm talking to the woman. I should be your provider, right? Yes, but I'm not your fucking dad.
You know something I be getting them with?
What?
You got some money? You know what I hit them with?
What?
Yeah, I do. You got a foot for me? Let me get your foot.
Get your foot?
Yeah, that's what I get them with. I said, let me get a kidney. Let me get your right hand. I mean, just to show them that money ain't everything.
Well, see, this is the thing. That's a good way.
That's the way I be saying it.
I'll get that. So I'm just saying now you should be. I mean, how is it for you? You're the younger generation. You should be telling me.
Oh,
how it
money
is.
shit?
Like, yeah, like what are you running to? Like, what are the women? Like, you know, I know they're.
I'm telling you what I think. I think retarded. Oh my god, bro! Like, I'm not letting that. Like, okay, I can emotional or blind. I say blind. Blind is better. I like blind. The blind is fit. I think they're blind, but I think they ain't nothing new. But I feel like right now it's just crazier. Like it's like blind and don't want to see.
Why do you think that is though?
I think, of course, because like the powers that be want this shit to be like that. They want them to.
So you admit that there is something systematic going on to make people act a certain way.
But I think the niggas being hoes for sure. Older niggas being hoes. I'm always on your ass about that shit.
What? How am I being a hoe?
Nah, because the older niggas never go back to the young niggas.
Nah, who you been hanging around? All the guys I talk to are huge in mentorship and helping young black men.
That's them niggas that really ain't on shit though. What? Those some little niggas. Y'all don't want to go to the niggas that need it.
My farm, Drew Ryan Wines, is on 7 Mile 75. We have young guys in high school, women and men come in from high school and learn about the farm. We have animals, we got crops. So that is just one way that I give back. That's just one way. Community service is also the thing. So, I mean, unfortunately, again, it goes back to what I was just about to say before. The black man has been pushed out of the house.
Because I feel like I don't see that these days. I'm telling you,
you don't see a lot of what you see single parent homes, right,
bro? But I'm saying I see these niggas like okay. I understand. I agree with you. They're getting pushed out the house for sure. Like it's happening. But I think now, let's say the nigga that make it, nigga, you married with fucking 2 kids, like you one of the ones that made it. Boom. I feel like we don't see a lot of that shit being back. Like I have a question for the rappers. Every time I ask a rapper this, boom, you blow up and you get all the money, boom, you still gonna stay in your neighborhood or you still gonna stay in your neighborhood like as frequently? They be like, no, nigga, I'm moving to here. I'm gonna give all my money to these white folks. That's the only thing I hear. So you understand what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna give all my influence, all my money to these white folks, and then boom. That's the only thing I be seeing.
No, honestly, if
all the black men that make it, like that do some shit, they get big and they get their money to the right and they get the fuck out of the community. That's like the thing for some fucking dumb reason.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know. That's just like, it kills me. Like, I remember I was in my neighborhood one day and it was I was shooting some shit. And then it was like, they said, oh, you better be careful. It was kind of stupid, but like, it was better be careful. It was like, oh, them niggas might rob or something like that. And I was like, oh no, that's my cousin Jalen. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck I'm saying? Oh yeah, oh no, that's my friend. It's like because I'm in the community. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like niggas ain't really tapped into the community. I feel like that's why they scared of it. I feel like niggas don't really tap into it. That's the thing that fucks my head up.
That's deep. No, the reason why I'm not as tapped in right now because I have a 5 and a 7-year-old that I need to give a certain amount of energy to right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think within the next 2 years, I will be more to my community service and my mentorship. I taught like music production in elementary schools at Brenda Scott Elementary on the east side. I was doing that for a little bit. I was in other Detroit public schools, after school activities that was free for the kids, you know what I'm saying, to introduce them to different sides of music. Um, I am always a proponent of duplicating myself.
I'm saying, but how do you get because nigga, you older too. You if you're not saying it's you, I'm not saying it's you.
No, I
But
hear
I'm
what you're saying.
saying you older and you probably do see like when you're around your older friends and they talking that bullshit about that shit. Like, how do we get those niggas to actually stop being scared and these niggas need you, my nigga. They not dangerous as you think,
I
nigga.
think it's more. I don't think it's about being scared. They just don't give a fuck. Now we just need to make them give a fuck. I'm a person who naturally gives a fuck. So, and people know that shit. That's just my thing.
So you say the older niggas, most older niggas you see, they not scared. They just don't give a fuck.
They just don't care.
Trust me, you don't see fear in it. I don't know. I'm pretty good at like seeing some shit and seeing right through the bullshit.
I don't see fear.
You don't see fear?
Not personally. I mean, but again, different people got different circles. You know.
I ain't gonna lie, I look at all them niggas' eyes and I be bitch. I'm keeping it straight on with you. I be like, yo scary ass. I remember I had this thing. I wanted to do it so bad. I wanted to go inside the juvenile and then boom, I wanted to bring the district attorney and like the fucking couple rappers and like, but the rappers were scared. And I was like, what?
The rappers are scared of what?
That's the fuck I'm talking about. And
scared of what though?
The district attorney didn't want to do it because the rappers, they kind of like big rappers, they kind of getting prosecuted. They got murdered. They got shit going on.
Well, that's a different. Yeah, you don't want.
I was like, what? Y'all should just do this shit. I was like, nah, this shit don't want to do.
Well, if they got charges on the table, you can't put that type of.
But it's good publicity. You going here to see the fucking kids. What the fuck are we talking about?
But it's two sides to the coin. Always two sides to the coin.
I'm thinking these niggas bitches. These niggas scared bitches in my head.
Now, I would have thought it would have been good publicity that I need to go do this so I can make it look like I'm not accused of murder. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I didn't have that gun on me.
I would, you know what I'm saying? But I know everybody don't think like that. And I told you people selfish, man. People are super selfish out here. It's kind of sad.
Shit, how do you make people unselfish like that?
People have to be, well, first of all, the frequency needs to be adjusted. We have a frequency that's being transmitted of it's selfish. It's all me, 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 me. It's not a communal frequency being transisted out here. Like when you look at the show, when you look at what we listen to, look at the where there's no familial shows.
Let me ask you, is it a black thing or is it everything?
It's everything.
Everybody thing?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
that's crazy.
We had the bigger systematic issues with us. That's obvious. You know, we still, you know, got a long way to go as, you know, just with the whole transfer of wealth and generational wealth. We really don't have as much. We're just starting that shit. That's just supposed to start with my generation, like us making sure our kids have like an abundance of money and shit to do shit with, to make a business, to have shit to invest into. Or
what's your generation? Your generation X, ain't it?
I'm millennial.
Millennial?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, okay, y'all don't. Nah, fuck that. Okay, I say millennials. Y'all the ones. I think y'all kind of safe. I think you're right. But I ain't gonna lie, that generation X,
some motherfuckers,
makes my ass.
What year is that again? That's those are the ones older than me, right?
This what I see. I ain't gonna lie, I'm racist. I'm only thinking about the black people.
No, but we can keep it on black people.
Yeah, I'm only thinking about the black people right now because that's my ass. All right, look. Right. So then basically, I'll just say like Generation X, I be seeing them as the ones they had all the shits. They did not bring that shit on, and like I was like, that kind of pissed me off because
those are the ones that like the generation ahead of me. The older
ones. I be looking at them and I be like, damn. Like I even like hearing stories about these niggas and the shit that they didn't do for us. I be like, what the fuck? Because my dad is my people part of that, and then when I hear stories, they be like, I say, oh yeah, when I got my first car, it was a 16. Yeah, they bought me my first car. I was like, you got a car already, 16? I was like, oh shit, that was a thing. Oh damn, I'm thinking that's only for like white people. You had that?
Mm-hmm.
Like I be thinking about that shit, and I was like, why y'all ain't do this shit for me?
Mm.
And I be thinking about other shit, and I be like, wait, y'all ain't do this shit for me. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
So then I be like, y'all had all this shit and like all this exposure to this shit. Y'all did this, and y'all did all these trips and shit. And I was like, y'all ain't do pass none of that shit down.
I mean, did they pass it down to who are they passing it down to?
The
So,
kids.
the money.
I feel like it's bigger than money though. I feel like it's even it's not a money thing. Telling my little brother to go intern for the fucking prosecutor's office.
True.
It's not a
So
money
so I'm gonna
thing.
tell you this. A lot of them don't fucking know. They still don't know. Our generation is a generation that's actually like telling people what to do. Like you have to go intern here or you need to start this now. You know, like there were things that I should have known when I graduated with my degree that like if I was looking at a percentage scale, I only knew half of that shit. And that was just because I wasn't told. I wasn't in the know. Like when the people go to University of Michigan and all these other colleges, they give you the fucking shit.
But how you gonna say that if your mom and your dad
My
did
mom
the
didn't go to college.
I'm saying in that generation. I'm saying a lot of people in that generation X make my ass itch for that in particular. They dad took them, hey, this how you build a house from the ground up. Hey, this how you do this. Hey, this how you do this. This how you fix this how you do this. This how you fix toilets. This how you do this or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't do none of that shit. That's the shit that make my ass itch.
Mm. No, my dad told me I don't have that.
You don't see it?
I'm trying to think. I wish I knew the exact age group. You should look that up so I can have a
Man, my
better.
phone is on 1% and it's not charging. That's the only reason I'm
It's
sitting
fucked
there.
up.
I'm sitting here with dear life, my nigga. Like, what the fuck? It is not charging. I be charging different shit. This shit is not going. It's charging
Damn,
that, but it ain't charging this. So it's the fucking phone, bro. Thinking about buying a new one, like right
it might
now.
be time.
All right, but yeah, so that's that. That's the only thing that make my ass itch.
Yeah, but no, I've always been taught to duplicate myself, so I've always made sure that I'm at least giving at least one of myself, duplicating myself. Got to.
Mm. So you say the frequency shit. What do you think? So you say people are selfish because of the frequency. How can we change that? And what started that shit? Or has it always just been around? I don't know, because I don't think it's been around like this. This ain't new. Like I ain't gonna lie, like this is new to me in my head because looking at even back at like I ain't gonna lie, like it's a little controversial, but like even look back on the old shit, it used to be some shit like I remember I was reading a book, it was about some ancient shit, and then they basically said, boom, we gonna have a war. And then all of a sudden, the mom and dad, everybody stepped in, and then they was like, "Oh no, we can't have a war with you. No, leave him alone. Okay, we'll do this, and then we'll pay it, and we'll figure something out, right? You know what I mean?"
I'm trying to think about what you're talking about.
All right, so look, basically, two people had a problem,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden, imagine your wife, kid, boom, everybody got into it. That shit don't even happen these days. Like to me, in my head, like I think like that coming togetherness, like that shit don't
It's not as communal. That's a community again.
like nada.
When you break up the family, there's no community because then you got women. You know how women act towards each other. I don't know why, but women be real catty towards each other. I saw this shit at work. It was these two ladies on my team, and I'm like, why are y'all getting into it right now? Like, what the fuck happened? It's not even
You know
necessary.
what I think though? This is even on the black man tip. You know what I was taking the shit today, and I thought about this shit. I swear to God. No, I swear to God.
I hear you. I'm listening.
It was
Great thoughts come that way.
it was because the black men they always say this shit. Tell me you a black man that think this. Like they say I don't know why black women they always act sassy. Da, da, da. To black men like they don't smile and but they smile for everybody else. Do you believe in that shit?
No, I
All right,
don't believe in that.
why not?
I think that if you show a woman respect, they'll smile at you. You can't just come off sounding like a fuck ass. You gotta sound like you got some sense. You gotta look like you got some sense. Hey, baby, hey, baby.
So you think most black men just don't got that? But what about like I heard a lot of black men they say they do got that. Like they say they come just as the Caucasian color.
I don't know about that. I doubt it. I don't believe them because motherfuckers in these phones, y'all ain't have enough time without the phone. You ain't learn how to talk to motherfuckers. People ain't
You
learn how
think
to
so?
socialize. Hell no, motherfucker don't know how to talk to nobody. You lucky because you interview people. You've learned how to talk to people. So that the average person don't know how to do this shit. They don't know how to talk to people.
You
They
say
stuck on the phone. Everybody find people online now. They skip a whole type of, they get together, then they find out if it worked. That's not how it used to be. Courting that's what it was called. Used to be called. We talking. That's what we used to call. We talking. We just talking. We not together, but we talking.
But I'm not even talking on that tip. It was like even my dad said that shit. It's not even on that tip. It was like we was in some fucking office and there was a black woman giving him like what you can call the number, like all that shit, and then he was like, damn, it's like only get this shit from black women.
Programming. That's how. It's a part of the program. Think about it. That's all a part of the program.
How so?
The household, community. Break that shit the fuck down. They don't have it. They can't do shit. But they stronger as a family. They'll fuck up everybody.
You know what I saw this? You know what I think of it as?
Think about like how the Indians and the Asians, how they all stay together and shit like that. Chaldeans too. All them motherfuckers.
But you know, like unconsciously, this is what I thought of on the doodle. Sorry. But this is how I thought about it. I thought about it as if I feel like that's why, like, I'm a little afraid. Like, I'm a little afraid of now to marry outside of my goddamn race, just for this one factor. Black women, I know they shit. Like, I know how they shit smell, like, instantly.
Oh my god!
I said, why did you think like this? No, I know how they smell instantly. So I know if she's giving me some sassy shit, I know how she's trying to get back at me. I know what this is. I know what this is. Now, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So then, boom, I know. All right, boom. So I feel like we the only ones that can sense that shit.
It's cultural differences.
Yeah, that's what I think. So I feel like if I marry like an Asian woman, like I wouldn't know, like she want to kill me or if this is with it or this. Like, you know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying, but you know, but they come from a more docile culture. Like their men are way more over them, so they're more submissive to their.
Oh, you talking about Asian women?
Mm-hmm. Asian women. Yep.
I'm gonna find one of them bitches. I just gotta find one that's thick.
Those are real. Those were not a thing when I was a young man. They're a thing now. Thick Asians.
Now what?
There wasn't a thing back in the day.
You seen one?
They online.
Fuck the online. I need it in person.
No, I haven't seen one in person.
See, that's what I'm saying. I want to find one of these. I'm an in-person dude. My brother, he's that dude. He's like, he can text a girl to the DM and then have her like date. Oh yeah, we date next Monday. I'm like, how the fuck are you doing this shit?
I mean, that's the age you in now. You can just gotta say it one sentence and make it work right. And your profile will look a certain way, man. Most of the time, it's a whole nother world, man.
But my profile look lit, nigga. I can't do shit with that shit.
That's funny, but no, thick Asians weren't a thing when I was a young man. Now everyone's thick. There was a time where, you know, everybody was supposed to be skinny. Like you were supposed to be skinny. Like you can't be thick, and then black women's body was looked down upon.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was like when I remember that, like from like young 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, up and through high school, through college. Like that was like a thing. Like,
trust me, I know. I was watching an older movie, and they was like, little thicky, little fatty. It was a 90s movie. I was like, she kind of, hey. I was like, they making fun of her? I was like, hey.
It's the culture coming back to the home culture, to the African culture. That's what it is, dog. Thick is the shit. Thick is the mother childbearing hips that comes from the motherland. That's
well, when that changed for you, I ain't been alive for that long. When that changed, I'm just being real. When that changed, to me in my life, it's always been thick. Like, and that kind that don't.
That's crazy.
No. It's always been thick.
No, but commercially speaking,
Kim Kardashian. I grew up in this era, like.
That's wow, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's always been thick. Is what I'm asking. You OG. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, you're OG.
You was born in what?
2001. 9/11.
I was gonna say 2001.
Yeah.
Damn. It started probably like 5 to 8 years after that.
Yeah, because I be watching them 2001 shit 5 to 8 years after that. Yeah, I guess. So 2008.
Right around Barack.
Barack? Wait, that's 2016.
That's
2008. No,
2008.
Yeah, you got
That time. Yeah. It started around that time, and then it slowly started because they started getting on people about the bulimia and the people who were making themselves skinny and all that shit, and all the they talking about the magazines. Like, magazines cannot portray this image no more. You can't portray this image. You got to show a real image. And a real image of a woman is a full figure body. So they stopped all that skinny fucking shit, and they show what women really look like, and most of them are thicker. And now, motherfuckers are buying asses, which is something I never thought I'd fucking see.
You fuck with the fake asses? All right, that was a question. Big L. You don't fuck with the fake ass? Oh, damn, hold up. Right. You got a wife. What the fuck am I asking you for?
No, because she got a real ass, so I ain't got to worry about it.
Nah, that's the thing, though. That's the one of the things I want to ask you about. Like I remember I was talking to this one girl, and I like her so much, but she's at some bullshit. And she's like, no, this is the bullshit. She's like, her titties are so big. And I was like, I'm going to get a reduction soon as I get the money. I was like, I ain't giving you shit.
But
I was like, what the fuck?
they'll still be big though.
All right, but no, stop it. I'm
Oh
not doing
God,
that shit.
it's bad for them.
Huh?
It can mess up they spine and shit if they
I
way.
know it's like, oh, it's just my back. It's just the back and all that bullshit. I
Look at you being selfish.
wait, yeah, I'm sorry. What the fuck? This is like one of my no-nos. That's why I told
So
you.
big titties is your shit.
No. I feel like I'm this. Please don't do anything about this. We can try not to change. Like it's gonna change, of course, but don't try to change this. Like, come on now, please stop saying
But I
that.
mean, so are you saying that you gonna marry a chick who breasts are like out to here?
I want to marry like they gotta be something for sure.
Like
They're gonna be something for sure.
like huge.
Like bigger the better.
So you're not an ass guy.
I mean, I got a traumatic ass. Like I want to go home to a bit and be like, fuck out of here. I don't want to. I don't want to do all that. Yeah, ass too. She got that. It gotta be there for sure. Like it ain't finna be like pancakes in this bitch for
Nah,
sure.
no
Nah.
pancakes.
The only thing that make me just depressed, I be looking at bitches with like no ass, but thick as hell. I be like, how did this happen? like big and no ass. You ever see that shit?
Of course, I've seen it.
I be like, this shit is depressing.
That's just different.
I be, how you think when? How the fuck you think
Definitely different.
All right, look, I feel like what street rappers do you fuck with? What trap rappers? What street rappers do you fuck with? I gotta ask that. And why?
So I'm not opposed to listening to some Babyface Ray. But then obviously I'm gonna default to like Jeezy and stuff like that if I'm listening to some trap or listen to some like 3 6 Mafia.
Bro, tell me this. I feel like what the fuck is Detroit and Jeezy? Why? Why do they like they're like this? Like unseparable.
Well, it's a money thing. He make the most money up
This
there.
nigga. Everything is a money thing with this nigga. But he ain't lying though. Like, what the
He
fuck
make the
you talking
most
about?
money here. He come here like 3 4
I know,
times.
but that's because they're like this. Why is this?
I think it has something to do with some stuff that ain't got nothing to do with rapping. You know, he walked around. I don't know if you're old enough. He walked around downtown with like people from Detroit. He just walked around. Jeezy.
Oh, like he grew up in Detroit?
No,
That's what I'm saying.
he was here. I don't know. It was. You probably weren't thinking about.
But he was famous as fuck. Like
He was still famous. Yeah, Jeezy been famous for 20 years plus.
Hmm.
He was here walking around Detroit outside. He wasn't like pushing people off. He was walking with the people.
I didn't seen too much. I just seen that's kind of normal to me. But I feel like in Detroit, it's like to me, I feel like that's the part of that whole shit to me. That's
What you
supposed to be
mean?
normal.
No,
In my
I mean
head,
it's supposed to be normal.
that's what I'm saying. Successful dude come back, walking around, be normal. Like
I hear what you're saying.
yeah, like I went to you know what was my eye opening moment was?
Hmm.
You know Sauce Walker?
Okay.
Sauce Walker, I was in Texas, South by Southwest. That nigga was walking around, just giving people hugs and shit. That was before I even knew who the fuck he was like that. When they had crowds around him, I was with the TSF people, funny enough. But then it was like, oh yeah, he just walking around. I was like, damn. And everybody was happy as fuck about that shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I know.
So it was like
that. But who like J. Cole do some stuff like that? You know, not many people. I don't know.
why do you think they don't do that?
Scared.
See, that's the fucking scared out. You just said not scared. You said didn't give a fuck.
I said Jeezy wasn't scared.
That's what I'm saying. Most of these niggas are scared, bro.
Maybe. So you know, like okay.
Come on now,
like
man.
I Swear Vezo. Who else? From here. Like those cats, the newer cats. They do a lot of stuff in the community though, I thought.
Bezo and I ain't gonna lie, I hope Bezo real. Like me in my head, I grew up on McNichols right next to fucking what's that fucking I grew up right down the street from these niggas, like that spot. And I just heard like bad things about them growing up. That kind of made me avoid them. But now I'm kind of in the industry now, so I'm like, I gotta fuck with the street niggas now. So now I'm like, all right, it ain't that much to. And I'm looking at their interviews and shit, and I'm like, oh, they're not bad people. But now I keep hearing industry stories and then a lot of bullshit, and I'll be like, I hope they real niggas. I just hope they real niggas. And if not, I'm gonna be respectful enough to shut the fuck up. We from McNichols. Let's shut the fuck up. What?
So like, will the hood cease to exist ever?
Will the hood cease to exist?
or will it always exist?
In my lifetime, that's my fucking goal for sure. That's my biggest
So that's
flex.
something you think about.
Yeah, that's my biggest flex, like for sure. Like in my neighborhood on McNichols, like now it used to be a fucking Planned Parenthood and shit like that, and like it's still like nothing as fuck. Like when I'm gonna die, people gonna be like, "You're not from no hood," and I have this like vision in my head. Like I don't, they say like dream out your future.
Right.
In my future, I dream out it being like me being in the suburbs on McNichols and shit like that, and then me being like, "Nigga, this ain't no hood. Niggas get shot over here on the day." And it was like, "Nigga, y'all ain't like this when I was out here." And I like that's me in my head, like how I think it's gonna be. But then that's like a fun thing for me. Like I think that's gonna be like a fun thing.
So you believe
That's a dream for me.
you believe the hood will grow up.
Mines, well, I don't know about the government. They got me. I'm petty. Like I got it in my mind. If I had a billion, when I get that million, I know still for sure. Like I'm gonna be here.
I'm
Like,
just saying, generally, do you think, will we ever get it?
you talking about black people? Black
That's
people?
the hood. That's most of the hood.
It's kind of fucked up, but you're right on that shit. Like,
I'm just asking this to you because this is something I think about constantly, and I like to express to somebody at your age group. Like, when are we gonna stop? It's a
I'm
choice.
telling you, this is what I think in my head.
It's a
Like,
choice.
a lot of people say a lot of bullshit. They say they blame it on the black bitches. They blame it on this. They blame it on this. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I think it's the niggas. They get that shit. We don't got no success stories walking. You just said Jeezy was walking around and you was proud as fuck about that shit. And to me, that's regular shit.
I was just showing, an example of, I think, why he has that type of relationship here. He really connects to the people here because in Atlanta.
And I'm saying that should be every successful black man.
What?
Walk around this bitch and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a doctor. I shouldn't have to travel
No,
all the way out of
like
here."
I said, our winery is in Detroit City. It's the first black winery ever in Detroit.
I'm not saying you, but I'm saying I feel like majority just
No,
in this bitch.
I agree.
Why do you think this shit is like this? Why do you think this shit is like this?
I think they be want to be a part of that other club. They be want to be in that other circle. You know what I'm saying? Remember I tell you these different circles. And it's a big circle, and a big circle don't really fuck with black people like that. I mean, look. So you think who was that? Was it Shador? You think he was a 5th round draft pick?
Huh?
Was that Shador?
Now I'm not a sports person. You just talking to the people right now.
Oh, okay. Well, Deion Sanders' son just went 5th round NFL draft, which to me is another way of them saying, "Ha ha ha, we are still in control, and you can act all big for your britches all you want to. You still just a nigga."
But I feel like we kind of changed that shit already.
Did we?
When you said no timeout, you said you just a nigga. Me in my head, this how I think this is what I think the intention was. That's cool. Like that's the cool word. That nigga. Like you understand what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying, but see with how they can control the draft system, all the owners in the NFL agreed that they weren't drafting him in the first or second.
Don't we run this shit? Isn't NFL like mostly niggas?
You don't really pay attention to the NFL then.
But I'm saying no. I know most of the niggas on that fucking field and on that
Are
fucking
black.
court. That's what I'm saying. We run this shit.
How many owners are black?
Nah, I say typically.
How many owners? This is a huge question though, because this is perception.
This is what I'm saying. I think the hood can change.
Okay.
If it's a lot more niggas like me, and we all just collectively get together, and then we all just do this shit.
So New Era Detroit, I think is someone, if you haven't interviewed, they are some of the first people who are actually doing shit in the hood though, and it's being broadcast. They're actually doing things.
I fuck with it.
That's what I'm just saying. I can't really name anyone else.
and when I don't fuck with them, I shut the fuck up by respect. I'm so serious. That's what working together is like. But I'm with that working together. Even if I don't fuck with you, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Because I think certain things just need to be left unsaid.
Yeah, or maybe I'm just too close to know. And it's like, why would my brother say my bullshit out loud?
Oh, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, so it's like, that's some bullshit.
I hear you.
So then, boom. Well, that's just me. I think. So you say New Era Detroit, they doing that shit?
I would say so. Yeah, I would say I see them a lot in different places. I hear about them a lot.
Because every time somebody asks Get on Fire, I just always see them by themselves. Like, that shit just kills me. Like, I went to the court recently, bro. And guess who was there, bro? mamas, bitches, and kids, bro. That shit like fucked with me to a degree. It's like ain't nobody really standing in this bitch. Like just keep giving these niggas crazy shit. What the fuck are we doing? You know what I mean?
The system, that's what I mean, systematic. That's what I talk about the hood. Like the whole system is geared to make us not be successful and rotate back into the hood and start fucking that shit up. That's what the system does. And it's only a select couple of us. And, that percentage is small compared to the majority, that well, more is growing now. It's growing now. The internet's a huge contributor. Families is a huge contributor. We are starting to get more families that are staying together longer, even though the people that, you used to, like the people, they ain't got no single. But now, like the people like who got kids like my age and stuff like that, they're staying together longer. They're building more of a communal thing. So it starts with the person. So I know I'm gonna be more communal.
I heard some bullshit recently. Get at me for this. They said marriage is only for poor people and old people. Do you believe in that shit?
Nah. Poor people and old people.
Yeah, that's what they said. But me in my head, like I think it's extremely poor or extremely fucking rich.
I haven't been either one of those yet.
Nigga, you up there for sure.
I
nigga.
got money, but I ain't extremely rich.
Nigga, let me cut the bullshit right now. You got more than $5,000?
What do you mean, like?
You got more than $5,000? If you needed $5,000 of anything tomorrow, you got it.
I could find it.
All right, so look, they said I read something $5,000. You're richer than you're like the top something percent of the world if you got more than $5,000 sitting right now.
Cause I know most people don't even got 1,000.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like you doing good, nigga. So I say you're one of the top.
That's wild.
Of the world.
That's
of the planet.
wild, though. That's wild. That's wild.
You know what made me start thinking like that though?
What?
Like when these bitches start to say some crazy shit, and then I look at their life, and I be like, oh.
Because they don't.
Like a nigga need to fuck I cut that shit all out. Like nigga need to fuck me. He need to have at least this. He needs to make $250 for
What
this.
are you doing?
$400 for this, and this.
So I'm bringing this to the table. You just gonna bring your dusty ass apartment to the table? No, you need to be on your shit too.
Nah, we not bashing. I ain't that podcast. We ain't gonna just bash these bitches. I think they just retarded. They just need to learn.
No, you can't say that. No.
No, so you my brother
should be bringing stuff to the table too. Period. Why not?
So you don't think they retarded? You think they intentionally?
No, I don't think they're retarded.
You think they like vindictive?
I think women are just different beings.
How so?
How many women have you been with?
Like I ain't gonna lie, I fuck a lot, but I don't fucking like these bitches. Like the one with the big titties is the only one closest one I ever got to.
Say how many?
Like I don't count that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm at about.
You ain't gotta say it. Well, just give me some hand signals because I don't wanna.
I think I'm at like. No, I'm counting, nigga. Fuck out of here. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna keep it raw with you. It's certain things. Two things I never did in my life. I never measured my dick. No, I'm so serious. This is like shit that
you are hilarious though.
I'm so
I see why you have a podcast. Or a show.
I'm so serious, bro.
Funny.
I'm so serious, bro. It's two things I never did in my life because I think I never been around dudes and I never been like that talkative guy. I never had a friend group of dudes and just been like chill and everything like that. Like that I felt comfortable around. Like if I have, I just been a little extra on the side and I just been like chilling. Like niggas that call me friend, do all that, brother. I just don't be like.
They don't be really on that shit.
I don't do that shit back. Me in my head.
That's interesting.
So like I even like in high school and school and shit, they be like they'll call he's my friend. It's like yeah, she called me her friend. Like I'll be like,
but she don't act like it.
They call me friend. Like I don't say that shit back. I say like we cool. Like me in my head, like that's just like
that's interesting. Are you like some loner or some type of shit?
But I say loner. I say loner. I say that some shit like that. But I say like just cool. I don't know. It takes me a while to get like comfortable with a motherfucker. I gotta know you for like a minute.
No,
so it's like I say that.
Good way to be protective.
I say that because like two things. Like I never measure my dick because I feel like that was some like, and I seen these two things in this shit. This is why it fucking made me like suck. Like every time
I wish y'all could see his face.
No, I'm so fucking serious, bro. Like every time I see a nigga like measuring their dick, like I remember I was in school. I swear to God, I was in middle school, bro. They did that shit, bro. I was like,
school?
Yes, like my dick is this. Oh my nigga, I'm this and I'm this. And I'll be like, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so serious. Like, it's two things I never did: measure my dick and how many bitches I fucked. Like, I never counted those two things. Like, those two things is like measuring things, and I've
I
been
hear
like,
you.
yeah,
Well, maybe so.
I don't
You
want to
you
brag about
learn a
anything.
lot of things from women, is what I was trying to get to.
I don't know how so. Because I'm telling you, I'm one of those dudes. Though, like, it's a little fucked up. It's a little fucked up.
Because I'm telling you,
I don't be listening to these bitches too bad. Like, bro, I swear to God, I don't listen to it, bro. That's a little fucked up about
it
me.
is
But
fucked
I be
up.
thinking about it. But I think about it like this. This bitch is like, I think about it like this. Women are fucked up, not fucked up. Women are different in this way to me. I feel like if this is back in the day, all your people came over and killed all my people. This bitch is gonna be one of y'all's, and she's gonna be sucking one of y'all dicks and be one of y'all's and have one of y'all babies. You understand what I'm saying?
I guess, but it's not like that.
Women are like that. There are no women that's gonna. It's majority of the women that's over here ain't gonna say no. I'm just loyal to Maria and Darkseid, and no, you're gonna have to kill me. No, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna be like, okay,
You think so?
yeah. They're gonna be like,
I
all
don't
right,
know, man. Women stronger these days.
I'm with it. Fuck out of here.
You don't think they are?
Nah, nigga. I was raised by OGs, bro. Like, I was raised by like that, like generation before X. Nigga. Like those are the men that I listen to, like that raised my. That's why I feel like people say I got like an old soul.
The reason why I say that is because these women, these men too, they have not had to work with their head down or had to bow down to like that white shit. Their egos are bigger than they've ever been because they've never seen any true type of suppression. There's still lingering traces of it in the system and in the media and stuff like that too, for sure. But the freedom brings ego, so I think they're a little more. Well, I just thought about that.
What? Wait, say it, nigga. You said focus down. Fuck all that protecting brands, bro. Like, come on now. You
I'll
gotta
just say
say
this:
it.
those strong women I see today will be the same strong women who stood up with King and Malcolm X when they was marching. There we go.
Nah, you some other shit, bro. Come on now, bro. Nah, bro. Look, and it's crazy. You wanna know what makes something that make me think this? Like, we on this subject. I feel like I don't see that shit. Me personally, I feel like I only say this because I'm be real. Like, the only woman I give a fuck that I remember what the fuck says why I say her shit a lot. My grandma.
Right.
She'll say some shit like these bitches is weak. Like even my fucking mom, she'd be talking to my sister and everybody else to be like, stop, that's some weak shit. Like it'd be on basic shit that I see and it hurt.
I love it. I mean,
I'd be like, my grandma'd be like, that's just weak. She be saying shit like
because
that.
they come from they weren't as empathetic because they didn't have empathy. You couldn't have it.
And she'd be like, I remember it
It
was
was like,
something.
fuck that. We ain't got time for you to be scared or weak and nothing. Get your ass up. We got to go.
I swear it
That's
was
how it was.
it was my grandma on the phone with this. I don't know. She was on the phone with some younger girl, right? And
Hmm.
she said this shit. He's like, and I heard the shit from kind of speakerphone. And then he's like, no, but he want me to suck his dick and da da da. And she like, yo, weak ass, you sucked it before, right? And then that's why I was like, oh, these new bitches is kind of weak. Cause they ain't never been there.
That's wild.
They on some like whole other like other shit.
It is different. But there you got big egos. You can turn egos into stuff.
How do you tame your ego?
Gotta give it a how do you tame an ego?
How do you tame yours in particular?
Oh shit. I read a lot, man.
Do your wife do it?
Mm, I don't think so. Nah. My wife don't tame my ego.
For sure, for sure. We can keep going.
Oh, because it's in there.
Yeah, I'll keep going. Because we still got the audio. This podcast.
All right.
And then I'm good at what I do. Trust me.
I've had to tame my ego because I know that it can't be always about me. You know, it can't be always about you. You gotta somehow bring other people into the fold, and they don't want no dickhead. So you got sort of selflessness comes in. You gotta, in order for stuff to really work, you gotta do it with people. There's not a lot of people who've done everything by themselves and made it. It's very, 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 very representative of that.
It's something that I think is kind of like, oh shit. It's a lot of people they be saying like be humble and shit like that. Like, what is your definition of humble? I got my own definition, but I just want to know yours.
My definition of humble is knowing you're good at it in here, but not showing that you're good at it out here.
See, that's that bullshit. That's that nigga stay in your place type shit.
No, it's not.
What? How you say
So,
knowing
so
in
why do I
here?
have to be arrogant about it? That's being arrogant about it. I don't have to be like, yeah, I know I'm one of the top motherfuckers in the city on the saxophone. I don't need to say that. I just play. It was like I believe my actions. Why am I gonna talk? I'll just let my actions show. I'll let them say it. I'll let the crowd determine that. I don't have to say shit.
Hmm.
And people come from that's
Is he one of the top
arrogance.
saxophone players in the goddamn city?
I mean, I would say yeah. Why? Because of the gigs I get and the people I play with.
Hmm.
It's
For
not,
sure,
I
for sure.
mean, in order to play at Cliff Bell's, almost monthly, you got to be one of the better saxophonists in the city. You can't be trash. That's the number one jazz and jazz
Put me here, put me here. I gotta start doing special shit with bitches. Bitches asking for shit like that.
Cliff Bell's.
Like,
That's the number one.
I gotta take bitches to jazz
That's the
clubs and
number
shit.
one live music venue in the city. And then you got Dirty
Cliff Bells.
Dog is another jazz. But then you got other like R&B like venues that had like live music too. So
Let me ask you this. I feel like it's a basic question. I really want to get. Where'd you get your name from? Gold Thumb.
it's an amalgam of many things. So one of my friends, we were making wine one day. He was helping us out, and we were just talking about like my brand, and I was going through some names and stuff. And he was like, "Man, it's like you got the
What year was this?
shit 2019 maybe
Mm.
2019 2020."
Dang, so this is new.
Hmm.
Damn. All right.
Like I said 5 years ago. Remember I said I ain't started liking myself. I
Mm.
sounded like 5 years
But dang,
ago.
you say you've been playing for how long? You been playing for?
30 years.
Yeah, that's that crazy shit. Like to make me. But I ain't gonna lie. I've been doing it since like 2018. So I understand it. Like I understand it for sure, for sure.
Hmm.
But dang, it's just crazy. I feel like everybody different. That shit crazy. But
Hmm.
then I feel like it's all worth it though,
And
for real.
all of us have our own time.
Yeah, for sure. That's one thing I noticed for sure, for sure, for sure.
Hmm.
Like that shit. Like that's why I don't be looking left and right and shit like that.
Just stay like that.
Yeah.
Stay like that.
When'd you learn that?
Stevie Wonder. If I ever cared about what anyone thought about me, I wouldn't be where I am now.
Hmm.
And what other example do you need from a person who's been blind their whole life? And the music he's made and how he's affected the world with his music, he's top five, hands down,
Hmm.
artist of all time because of the body of music, the quality of it, and his talent,
Hmm.
and
Let me
how he can write music like he see it and he's never seen.
hmm. Let me ask you this. I feel like this is like a I interrupted your ass. Go with them. How'd you come up with it?
So, like I said, I was doing wine one day, and then one of my guys, good friend, um, he was like, "Man, it's got to be something like, because whatever you do is like you turn to gold. It's got to be like the Midas touch." I'm like, "All right, we going somewhere with that." He said like golden, because I can't say gold finger, but I also have some
I'm
let
retarded. Why can't you say Goldfinger?
that's a trademark already. Goldfinger is James Bond movie.
Oh. What? You can do that for a movie? I got you. Keep
Yeah,
moving.
I want to trademark my own. So gold thumb, which mix in with the green thumb, because I also like have like like grapevines and I've grown weed before.
Mhm.
Um, so you mix like the gold part of saxophone and then whatever I touch does well, mixing with the green thumb of gardening and just put together gold thumb. So it's an amalgam of all of my talents. Whatever I touch turns to gold.
Hmm. Understood, understood, understood. Yeah, whatever you touch turns to gold. Cool. I want to ask you this. How'd you get into that band with that curly hair dude?
Dre Sconey.
Yeah.
Me and Dre, we've known each other more than 10 years now. Started like a TV lounge. They be having live music there sometimes. And there was a group that was doing shows there, and we would play for the group there, and then Dre would do some songs, and we'd learn his songs and do some of his songs. So over the years, we would like back up Dre every now and then. But over the last 3 years, maybe 3 to 4 years almost, somewhere around there, not a lot of time, we just decided to like have a partnership. So it's Sconey in the Clouds.
Yeah, we did a lot of bullshit on this podcast. I feel stupid. All right, we gotta get to the serious shit. What'd you get to?
You got a lot of editing, dog. You got a lot of editing
Nah,
to do.
I'm telling you. Wait, did you do it? You ain't
No,
did
no,
it.
no, 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 no. We good. We good.
Yeah, see, you ain't do it. Yeah, we
We
good.
good. We good.
So when yeah, they know I don't do no editing. Keep it all uncut. Let me see what do you feel about the Detroit scene? Cause I feel like it's you. I feel like really keep it raw with you, you in a whole nother scene, and I kind of like it. Like I like it. I like it because you know some new shit. Like me, I like seeing people that's some. I like following an account, and then I don't know anybody about you around you. You know what I mean? I like doing that
I like
shit.
to do that too. Smart guy.
So on this side,
So
but I know you tapped in for sure.
I'm like I like to call myself the most known unknown. I know pretty much everybody indirectly, but I don't be up in the pictures and shit. I don't be, out in the scene like that because I'm doing other shit. But I'm 1 degree from everybody in the city. No
Man,
problem.
do you think you got a So I know you know Big Sean, but
I am but I am 1 degree from Big Sean. No problem.
let me ask you this: Is the wait, you fuck with Grizzly?
Who?
T Grizzly?
Yeah,
All right, for sure.
I like you, Grizzly.
For sure. All right. Did I already ask you? Did you already answer
What?
the Detroit scene?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't answer it. So my answer to that is example of what I think about it happened 313 day. It's like multi concerts and all that shit. And then the R&B and live music day, they just canceled it.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was supposed to shoot for them? Like, what happened? Like, I don't know. Like, I just for the God, I don't know.
I don't know the whole ins and outs
So you
of it.
said the scene has something to do with that day?
I mean, if they thought it was worth it, they would have had it, right?
So you saying stop bullshit? No, I was just in Ohio. That shit was but I realized what the fuck we got now. Like, we got some shit going on in this bitch for sure. Like,
That's
what the
what I'm
fuck are they talking
saying.
about?
People are
We got shit. You trying to say we ain't got nothing?
no, 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 no.
Like, I've been to
It's
places that don't got
the
shit.
powers that be.
They don't even got a Detroit rap news.
The powers that be facilitate what goes. And charity is,
Oh, you talking about that bigger circle?
yeah, you gotta,
Oh,
but
fuck! Come on
it is
now.
what it is, though.
They love seeing these niggas talk about killing.
Yes, they do. That's why our type of shit don't shine as much.
Y'all trying to say some racist shit going on in Detroit?
Not racist. It's like caste system. Caste. Racism is a
These niggas rich as hell.
right status.
It ain't no caste system. We rich.
Who rich?
Peasy rich as fuck. Iceberg rich as fuck. Skilla Baby rich as fuck. Rio rich as fuck. Babyface Ray rich as fuck. I can go down that whole
You
list.
name it individuals.
GT. Team Eastside rich as fuck.
You name it individuals though. You're not naming that.
Or what?
It's a
We got enough though for it to be them niggas. Like, I'm telling you, I go to different places, bro, and I say, "Oh, what rap page y'all got? Y'all got a rap page?" Like, nah, we not lit enough for that. Like, we got one, but only got.
You went back to rap though. We went back to rap. We were talking about what happened on 313 day.
So you said they don't respect the rapping.
They don't respect the live music. The live music is not respected. Not enough.
We do rap, live music. We don't need a saxophone player.
So, Charity though, you know who Charity is?
No.
She got the song with Snoop.
No.
Cruel. They be playing it on the radio, WJB, but you might not because you don't listen to
I'm
the
a
radio.
younger dude. I don't
They
know.
listen to the radio. So she is like the only R&B artist that's really getting played right now. Drake is some
playing, bro. Like, I feel like you
out of
hoeing.
Detroit.
I feel like you hoeing.
Who
What about it's so many. It's fucking
getting played where?
the one bitch. The
Getting played
fucking
where?
she did a song with Big Sean, Queen Naja. I was in a party and I was playing that bitch. Come on now. Queen Naja. All right. What's the Nisha Nisha?
She not no R&B artist, bro.
You shouldn't say I don't listen to music. Damn, you got me. I just know
Right.
it.
But she adopted a band because she wanted to adopt the live music shit, and I'm not hating on that. But
So you saying, in order for us to, but you saying they trying to hoe us?
they don't embrace the live music shit like they used to. Think about you said it earlier.
You talking about the rappers?
There's the music scene. We have our own scenes, yeah,
Yeah,
but
but we don't need that.
mainstream, there should be more live music and not just a DJ and a rapper.
Oh, you think that's why Big Sean did that one little performance at the art center?
Train station?
Yeah, I think so. He did like a whole orchestra. Everybody was there.
Oh yeah. That was dope. Yeah. Well,
How the fuck we don't got it then? The biggest dude did it.
you're talking about Big Sean though. I'm talking about the scene here. You said the scene. Big
Yeah,
Sean, Big
Big
Sean
Sean
don't.
started to sing.
No, he don't. He don't exist in this scene no more.
Come on, stop playing.
No, he is worldwide. He don't exist in this scene.
I see that nigga every August, bro. That nigga's in the scene. That nigga is in the scene.
Bro.
He's touchable as fuck.
Bro. But the music scene of Detroit, he is not in it no more. He is above that scene.
He just did a song with fucking Ice
That
Vezo.
don't mean nothing.
What are you talking about, man? His mom, he got a fucking a center. He got a fucking community
Listen,
center.
dog. He is not in the music scene of Detroit no more. He is a Detroit rapper who made it.
Okay. You want some? If a nigga make it, he don't count. Type shit.
I'm talking about the music scene of the city.
You talking about some underground? You ain't make it yet. Upcoming artist type shit.
Right.
All right. So
But you gotta have venues for this. You gotta have.
If you saying like that, like a lot of niggas ain't make it then. So it's like.
But we only talking about rappers though. You can't name one R&B artist or singer or band, but outside of Motown.
Artist or band?
R&B.
It gotta be R&B.
That's what we talking about.
Why we talking about R&B?
Why we talking? You proving all my points. Y'all see that?
That's what I'm saying about. You talking to a nigga? I don't listen to R&B. I think Lil Durk is R&B. I don't listen to all that. All them niggas is fat.
What?
Keeping it real with you, to me in my head.
Who?
Usher's
fat?
Usher is a fag, that's what I meant to say.
Dog,
gay. He's gay. Usher ain't gay?
No, Usher's not gay. Usher's not gay.
He lived in the house with Diddy.
That don't mean nothing. He's not gay, bro. Usher's not gay.
You standing on that?
Yep. I don't think Usher's gay.
Oh man. You think Diddy is?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. At least you halfway on this.
Don't play.
At least you halfway on this, bro.
Yeah.
I'm for real though. So you don't believe? All right, Michelle. Shit. Let's get canceled. All right. Who do you think? What do you think about the Jews and them running the music industry and shit like that?
I mean, it's a fact. They do still own, like, what is it, Universal? What is this? It's just two now. I think it's Universal and Columbia now. I think they own all the other labels and stuff under them now.
Oh shit! Let me ask you this. I feel like you financially good. I ain't gonna lie. Me personally, I'm gonna talk to you like on a personal level. This shit is like kind of like in fluctuation with my ass. Boom. It's the how do you stay afloat in this shit?
Right now?
Right now, if it's artists, it's music artists, they love this shit. A lot of people love this shit. And I feel like the only thing that I think is good about me is I'm looking at it in my mom. I think my mom gave me this shit. It's a work ethic.
It's work ethic.
Yeah, it's work ethic for sure. I think my mom just blessed me with that shit for sure.
It's definitely work ethic is number one, and then you have to set yourself aside and don't do what everybody else is doing. These are things we've been talking about the whole.
Let me ask you this: how do you stay afloat though, like financially? Because I feel like a lot of artists out here and they fucked up. They don't know.
So a lot of artists have too much ego and pride and don't want to have a fucking job. That's the problem. They think they gonna make money off being a music or whatever they doing until they quote unquote make it. But if you don't make any money, how are you gonna invest in your craft, invest in your brand? You gotta have income. To me, I was told, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I took that literal. I always make sure I got 2 to 3 streams of income. You gotta have that shit. You can't just think one thing is gonna do it. And if you want to live a really comfortable life, you're gonna have more than one income, especially now.
All right, for sure. All right, so you got that. And then if an artist wanted to be like you, a starving artist or artist just starting, boom, what would you tell them to become like you?
Do the dirty work of practicing. Get your 1,000 hours in sooner than later.
Damn, you did 20 years of I'm thinking about that shit. You did 20 years of like
30 years, bro.
you did
I started when
not including
I
that five?
started when I was 10 years old. I'm
Not including
40.
that. I'm talking about no. I feel like y'all be. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it raw with you. I feel like a lot of people be counting that bullshit. Like I feel like now me in my head, I've been so isolated. Like you talking about bitches, bro, and shit like that. Like bro, like that's why like most bitches they be hating me. Like, I swear to God, like they be like a bitch told me some shit. It was like, it's like I feel like all you do is fuck and then leave. I was like girl, it's like, and all I do is sit on the laptop. Like that's the only thing niggas see. They don't see nothing else. They don't see the videos coming out. They don't see none of that shit. You
Mm.
understand what I'm saying? So it's
Hmm.
like I be seeing that shit, and it's just like so damn. But it was a moment when I was mixing and mastering, but like I wasn't even dropping them bitches. It was just so ass. You know what I mean? I call that like them years. Like it was nothing else but like this shit's ass.
I mean, there's a time, like I said, I didn't start liking how I sounded
How
until,
long until you got that lock in though, and you just like, all right, I gotta lock in
well,
and do this
see,
shit.
I had a couple of people say a couple things to me, you know, I mean, if you're gonna do this, do it for real.
When was that moment? I want to know that moment. I only
That
count that moment on
that was 10 years ago.
10 years. Oh, so it didn't take you 30. Oh shit, it took you five years to get that shit. All right, going and going.
I would say because I get calls for gigs weekly. I turn them down.
But let me ask, it might be personal, but like, who was that, and then why did that talk
My
out of it?
biggest influence musically, my boy Hazmat live. He played keys. He's traveled with several artists around the world. The last person he got off tour with was Charlie Wilson, and he was the Four Tops too.
Hmm.
He played keys and he do talk box.
Hmm. Let me ask you
And
this.
that's my guy.
So he was the one that set you down, and he was just like,
Well, we just had we had a conversation and it was needed.
"Bro, if you gonna do this shit for real." That's what
Hmm.
he said.
Pretty much. Yep.
Hmm. So you just took it serious after that day.
Hmm. I got lessons. I was 30 plus years old. I got some lessons. I sat down and did a lot of practicing.
I'm gonna keep it raw with you. I feel like a lot of niggas need to hang it up. I know people don't say that, but
Right.
what do you think? What do you think in your mind is like, bro? You gotta hang that shit the fuck up. Somebody watching this right now, you know they need to hang it up. How do you know somebody needs to just, bro, hang that shit the fuck up, bro? Just do this, do this, do this. This shit ain't for you.
Most people that need to hang it up have been told they need to hang it up,
I
and
feel like
they
everybody.
and they
There are
ignore it.
successful people. Like people told Big Sean, Russ. People told like a lot of people to hang it up.
But I haven't been told to hang it up.
What? All right, you on your cocky shit now.
I'm just I've been told several times, keep going, you sound amazing.
Or even in your beginner days, it's like
Oh no, those shits don't count, remember? Everybody everybody sounded shitty in the beginning. What the fuck?
that's what I'm saying. But like your beginning was a long beginning. That's why I say that shit because I feel like it's a lot of people. I feel like you
But
inspiration.
I felt I was decent because even in high school, in my senior year, I was doing like corporate gigs with my band director. So I guess I was decent, more decent than I thought.
Hmm. Overstood, overstood. I ain't gonna lie, you kind of killed me. I need you to break that shit down for me a little bit better.
Which one?
Nah, because I think I want names. I ain't gonna hold you. I want names on the Detroit rap scene or Detroit music scene. Period. So you basically saying our music scene is mostly rap, and that's why they're not fucking with us.
I mean, yeah, that's what it is. It's mostly rap. Whereas, um, you look at Nashville. Nashville has a more broader music scene.
Hmm.
They do like R&B and they do like country. They do other. New York is rap, but they do a lot of band stuff. Atlanta does a lot of rap, but they still do like R&B and stuff.
Hmm.
And they do a lot of band stuff because that's where all the tour musicians go out in LA.
Hmm.
So all that's where they all like the melting pot of like all the bands will be there.
And
But
LA.
most of it is just rapping shit.
Hmm.
Rapping has taken over the world for sure. It's the number one genre.
Hmm.
Country music used to be number one.
Is
One,
pop culture black culture to you? Like even me, I was writing out the title for this podcast. I was like, "It's pop culture black?" I was like, "It's kind of the same thing. People get it. Pop culture. Like, is pop culture black culture to you?"
I don't think so.
Mm.
Because like I don't think Taylor Swift is black culture, and she's in pop culture, right?
Mm. It's Taylor Swift pop. I mean, yeah, but she did a song with Kendrick.
That don't mean she black culture.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of them try to imitate us for sure.
Now,
I think that just makes it black.
that's different. Now, all of American music came from black people. Yes, that is fact. They be trying to negate that shit. No, all the influences, rock and roll, blues, jazz, hip hop, all of the music from America came from black people. That is fact. And then parts of it have been taken and branched off and done other things like honky tonk country.
Damn.
And then
But I'm like at the end of it, I'm just looking at your story and like putting this shit together. So dang, your wife stood through for you. Like I feel like you've been with your wife since like the beginning, a
That's
year
all I
before
did.
the beginning.
Oh, so you looking at? Oh, I see how you're looking at it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the end, like putting it all together.
Yeah,
You've been with
because
your wife for
so
11.
check this. When we got together, I don't think I sounded that good, and she don't think so either. But
Man,
now she tells me I'm her favorite saxophonist because she go to concerts and she hear other saxophonists, and she said you still sound better than all them.
let me ask you that. I feel like a lot of people that going through it, they like person. Did she encourage? Was she one of the main factors that I feel like fuck that dude, fuck Matt, whatever the fuck that dude. I feel like it was your wife.
Hmm.
It wasn't your wife that made you like,
Mm-mm.
oh
Nope.
dang. So she stuck through it. Dang, that's kind of like a ride or die.
Yeah. I guess she would like me to take less gigs. I'm like, man, that's money. I don't like leaving money on the table, yo. Like, and I get paid well, so
Is it like an insecure thing?
I
Because I
don't
feel
think
like you'd be like,
she just be wanting me to be home.
this one I seen on the internet that kind of cracked me off. I'm gonna try my phone on me. But it was like, it was a nigga. He said some shit. He's like, bro, if that bitch wants you to stay inside all day, if you ain't known for shit, get the fuck away from that bitch. That shit is lame. I don't give a fuck what the fuck y'all say. You're a loser. You see that shit?
No,
He said basically, bro, if you stay in all day, if you're not known for anything, really doing that
it's
shit,
lame.
you're a loser. If you just go, stop trying to make that shit sound cool. Like all I
It's
do is
not.
go home and go home and go
Go
to
to
work.
work.
And go, exactly.
Nah,
You're lame. Even known for that.
I
Like
can't do
I do
that,
plumbing. I
bro.
plumb. Like
I'm gonna be partying until I die,
that's
bro.
Jack the plumber. He's very good at plumbing. He plumbed this. He plumbed this. Or he be saving people at like plumbing. Or he taught my how to plumb. Like you're not even known for
No,
that.
I've definitely put my stamp on multiple things in multiple industries for
So
sure.
yeah, so that's like the one thing
I'm
that
out. I'm out. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people that going through that shit with they woman right now. So I feel like
Damn.
how do you talk that out? And because y'all married for 11 years, so of course she ain't leave you. A lot of niggas can't get to that. Like the bitch just leave me. I'm telling you right now.
I'm
I
a,
just say bitch leave. I swear to God, that's how the shit. That's how it goes with me.
I honestly think
When it
that
gets there, I be
I'm gonna
like,
tell you what it is, bro.
ah.
I think that these conversations that they have, they don't really be honest with each other.
What you mean?
Like pure honest.
I'm telling you. On my shit, I'm telling you personal, nigga. I'm pure honest. I be like, yeah, I'm not gonna stop for sure. I know when I have a kid, I'm gonna be like, take the kid, do this, da, 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 and like, but I'm not gonna see. But I'm gonna be with the
But
kid.
there's gonna be some sacrifices you're gonna make.
You'll be good. Like that's how I
No,
be looking at shit.
you're gonna have to make sacrifices. Just like she's making sacrifices to have them kids while you go do that. So it's gotta be a two-way street.
My sacrifice is like harder. Might be like I don't know. I feel like you said partying. My shit ain't partying. My shit is
Well, I'm just
editing.
when I say partying, I mean most of the time I am being paid to be out. So it's a party, but
You
I
have
don't
fun doing what you do for sure. You one of them niggas I can tell
yeah.
be.
I'll be going crazy, dog. I'll be going crazy.
You be eyeballing the shit out of. I got this shit. See, I got you figured out. Nigga. Nah, I got you figured out.
Hey, man.
You be eyeballing.
It's a part of the act. It's entertainment, man.
All right, for sure.
Like you said, it's entertainment, right?
All this is entertainment. None of this is real. I'm so serious. All right, for sure. So we talk about giving back. Talk about you. I feel like we get you now. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I live in Washington County.
Mm-hmm.
We did our voting shit last year. I guess people running for mayor out here in Detroit. You voting?
I do vote every year and have voted every year since I've been able to vote.
All right, for sure. Why so? Why do you vote?
Because I believe that that is one of the last streams of democracy left in this world.
Let's keep it real. Let's get about the BS. How do black people? Because that's the thing I look at it. Like, how do black people unify our vote? Like for sure. That's the only time I think shit gonna matter.
We need
Matter.
we need better black leaders in the communities.
Damn, you on that John Barlow shit?
We went to school together.
So yeah.
At when he announcement, I played at his announcement. That's my guy. He got the right vision on it. But ultimately, it starts from the community. Like I'm gonna run for mayor of one of these cities.
Look,
one
I'm
day
telling
too.
y'all this. I think I didn't get a chance to tell him this. If John, I'm gonna tag this thing. All right, look, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like a leader I feel like if we gonna need something, I think we don't need a leader. I feel like the black community, our faith in leaders is like, nigga, you can get killed. Like Martin Luther King. Now I think that's how it is.
But see,
We're that depressed in ourselves.
you got to be willing to take that bullet.
Nah, but I think we gonna know you can get killed. I feel like the next thing to save us is gonna be like an organization. Like you can't really put a face on it. The next thing that can save us can't have a face.
See,
it can't have a face.
But see, these are things that people need to be talking about because I like that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
I like that thought because it does need to be like that. It needs something because Al Sharpton fucked it up. Jesse Jackson fucked it up.
I heard that these two people were like the Malcolm X and like supposed to be that person. I'm not old enough to know this.
That's right, because you damn.
What? God, old nigga moment's like a motherfucker.
Yeah, dog. Old nigga moment right here. So Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, I think, both marched with MLK and well, Martin Luther King.
Mm-hmm.
None of them really messed with Malcolm X because he was a motherfucker. Malcolm X was like, you know, any means necessary. He didn't change that until he got a little more religious when he joined the Nation of Islam, and then he got to more of a people thing, but more like a strong people's thing.
Get to Jesse ass, get into their ass. Like what they do?
Like? So it's a theory out there about Jesse and him being jealous of Martin.
So how that go?
Why
they not good leaders? Like this is the thing.
Oh, well, why aren't they? Because
I heard they were supposed to be the next, and I'm like, even Martin Luther King's son. But I understand that
they fell off, and people didn't take them seriously because they did things that made them sus.
What they do? They at the point right now. The next generation, I don't look at the.
There is no one.
I don't look at
Barack is technically. Barack technically was the next closest, or is, or can be the next.
I ain't fucking with thing. I ain't gonna. I'm a kid. I ain't fucking.
I mean, you didn't know,
bro. I was 8 years old. No, that was the thing. We stopped everything in school, nigga, for this nigga. And I was like, nah, this nigga ain't finna do shit. Like I looked at that shit like that. The nigga didn't like. I feel like everybody was anticipating some shit, and the nigga did. Like I knew it was bullshit. I swear to God, I was in the 2nd grade when this shit happened, bro. They stopped everything, and then this nigga didn't even say, "I'm proud to be the first black." This nigga didn't say none of that, and ain't say shit about black.
So I'm not disagreeing with that.
I'm like, this nigga ain't finna do shit.
So that's where it goes back to.
That's why when I get politicians on here all the time, even district attorney John Barlow, I always say something about black people. I always like. Black, like what you gonna do for us? Like, cause I feel like
black
they don't say shit.
You got to say something about black people.
Yeah, I feel like
I don't. Yeah, I think we're to that point now. We see where we're at, and black people are starting to show that power with that Target shit. Target's lost a lot of fucking money because of that boycott.
Target, why the bad bitches be at? Like, what happened to Target?
Damn, bro, you about to look, my guy.
Wait, what happened? Yeah, I'm about to look.
So you know, like there was like a nationwide like the DEI thing when Trump got into office, right? You heard about that? The DEI.
Yeah, he stopped all the black money. In colleges.
So he said if you're supporting DEI, I'm not giving you any money from the federal government. So all these companies start pulling their DEI programs, and Target was one of them. And then all the black people, we've pulled our money from Target, and they've lost billions of dollars.
Why do we pull our money from Target? We always do some random shit.
But this is showing how we have power with our money. Because Target...
What Target do?
They pulled their DEI program. Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. They pulled that program.
I ain't gonna lie. I got a controversial take on that. You don't think it's a good thing that he did that shit?
Do I think it's a good thing?
Because this how I went to school. Like I recently did school. This how they doing it, my G. So I took like the college shit, assessment shit, right? I took that shit, and then I was like here, and then the bar you have to be with was here, right? And then she's like, "Oh, it's all right, because the bar you got to be with for African Americans to get into college is like right here." So then that shit, I was like, "Oh," but then me in my head, like I bullshit the test anyway, just because like I knew what the fuck I wanted to do. I ain't want to go to fucking college. I'm gonna be a road trip. So then boom, but then I remember that, and it was just like I feel like he took the crutch off black people. I feel like now it's like, this is the bar. Get here. We're not doing none of that shit.
Well, see, the thing is, we've always had to be 2 and 3 times better than all of these people.
I'm telling you, we did.
Shit.
I'm telling you, we was right here. Like, I'm telling you, they said the bar was right here. They said, Mario, if you get right here, you can get a scholarship to this.
You talking about right now?
on some bullshit.
You're
Yeah,
talking about right now. I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about why
we talk about this shit Trump
we're talking
started.
about
That's
why
right
we're
now.
having this conversation. Because we've always had to be 2 to 3 times better than everyone to us to get noticed.
hmm
Even though the only reason why white people get noticed because they have white names and they notice people, and like the Harvard shit where they paying for all their homework and paying for their college education. We didn't have none of that shit. So we get a chance to get noticed and get looked at and stop being overlooked. We were overlooked consciously. That's what the shit was about.
So what's
So it
the
gives us a chance to get, it gives us a chance. That's really what it stops. It just gives us a chance.
oh so
We weren't given those chances before.
give it a chance? But I feel like even in schools, I'm seeing that shit. You don't think it's like a thing in schools? Like even for the schools, like the kids now, they know. Okay, like I'm looking at the next Mario, the next black kid in school right now. He's realizing, okay, I don't need to just be here that wants to go to college. Oh shit, I got to be on my shit. The bar for all the white people is right here. Oh shit, I got to get there.
I gotta be better.
Yeah. Oh, this is the real bar. Oh, they was telling me the bar was right here. I feel like that's what it was. Is that what it was? If it ain't, because I don't know too many politics shit like that.
It's definitely. I would say it's not that.
It's not that.
No. It just gave people a chance. First of all, it just opened up doors to not. Okay, you can let the black people in now. You can let the other people. You can make diverse, equity, inclusion. Make sure they're included. You can let them in the room now.
I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
all it is.
I ain't
You
gonna
can
lie.
let them in the
But do you
room.
think I'm on some crazy shit? I think we'll be better off like on some second grade shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
I mean, a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying fuck them anyway.
But this shift, like the Target thing, is a start because it's showing that we have power with our black dollar, and if we focus it
Who the fuck
into,
started this?
I can't remember who started it, but you should look it up.
See, look, it's the organization. They being good with this shit. They get smart. I'm telling you, the next niggas we get smart.
No, I agree. Like it needs to be like a coalition.
Yeah, it's a coalition, no face to it. If it's a face to it, they gonna kill that
They're gonna
nigga.
fuck it up.
No, fuck, they ain't gonna fuck it. They gonna kill that nigga for sure. Or else he might get caught fucking a bitch outside of his wife, some
They're gonna
bullshit.
set
Like,
them up.
yeah, like they'll fuck something up like that.
Yep, they love doing that. And that's fact.
Let me ask you, what's a conspiracy theory that you believe in
Ah,
wholeheartedly?
a conspiracy theory that I wholeheartedly believe in.
Yeah, that everybody else don't believe in, like, but it's like common sense to you. A conspiracy theory that's common sense to you.
I believe we're in a simulation.
What? This nigga wild. Alright, thanks for watching Dark Side. Wait, no, wait. You say you believe in the simulation? What are you talking about? How's like some Matrix shit?
Yeah,
What? Who's in control?
the computer's in control.
Are you for real?
Grand Theft Auto,
Nigga,
bro.
all I'm drinking is water and juice. I'm fasting right now. Nigga.
Grand
Are you saying some
Theft.
crazy shit right now?
Whatever you say and do, you control that. You're your own avatar.
I was thinking some other shit. All right, so when we die, we're going.
I told you. It just transferred to somewhere else. Whether it be an animal, another person, another time.
All right, for sure. All right, so basically, you said we died. We in a simulation.
Well, have you heard about the Schrodinger cat theory and the protons theory, where when you're observing the electrons, they act in a certain way, but when you turn away, they act differently?
The protons.
Look it up. This is huge, especially huge now because we're moving into quantum computing. Like that quantum shit, people are not realizing the power of the shit. And if we are making quantum computing right now and it's 2025,
I think I know what you're talking about. You talking about the shit where it's like they make something and then they make an AI person and this AI person lives an AI life and they're just living on the computer and they just do their own little shits and then the universe just keeps expanding and on the computer.
but if you look at how things happen in our reality or whatever you want to call it,
It's the same as a computer.
it is. It's a program.
Oh, you a Rick and Morty? You watch Rick and Morty?
Sometimes, not enough.
Nah.
Great show.
You remember that car battery scene? So you think it's just the car battery scene?
Ooh, I gotta rewatch it. I think my brother told me about that.
All right, so look, it's basically saying what you're saying. So look, basically Rick and Morty, they're out, and then Rick needs to do something with the car battery. He got to charge the car battery. Guess what runs his car battery?
What?
A mini universe. So he gets there. He's like, "Hey, why y'all not doing this power thing?" And he said, "So basically, guess what they do to power his battery?"
Hmm.
He said they get on the treadmill, they pray. And guess how they pray?
Oh.
They get on the treadmill and they make power for his battery. So imagine how we pray in here. We just making batteries.
Because everybody prays the same way, right? Everybody bows their head, and everyone does this same thing. Every religion prays the same way,
Well, I think Muslims do this shit.
but everyone's still in a bow motion,
Yeah.
which is doing something with energy out this
So
way.
basically, he said that. He said, "Why you're not doing it? Because this one dude created something, and guess what he made? Another battery. So then they stopped doing it, and then they had to get him. And guess what? The dude in there made another battery. So then it's just like,
That's basically quantum computing. Basically saying that if we're at the point where we're making quantum computing right now, and you look at the future and like the natural timeline, that most likely this is a fucking computer.
what's one of the wild things you think like is gonna happen in the future? That's gonna be like you got one of the wild theories, and be like my wild theory in the future. I think I thought about this like a week ago. To have a car and to drive a car, I need licenses, I need insurance, I need to take 2 tests and all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
To own a car.
Mm-hmm.
A lot, right? It's a lot, right?
Not enough.
All right, but
Yeah,
a
I hear
lot.
you. Yeah, so what you gotta do, yeah.
To have a kid, have a human, all I gotta do is fuck.
That's it.
I think when I get like your age, like I feel like 50, like 60, I think they gonna be on that shit. Like
Overpopulation.
nah, not overpopulation, like crazy shit. I think it's gonna be like an assessment or some shit like that. Like it's gonna be like,
Because you know you can make genetically design your child now.
oh, we on that?
CRISPR. It's
What's CRISPR?
CRISPR. It's a company I think in Asia. They mess with genes real tough because it's legal to fuck with genes over there, and we don't fuck with it over there. But they fucking with that shit. You can basically say, I want my kid to have this color skin, these color eyes, this type of shit.
That's gonna be so fucking boring.
That's just where we're at. That's a part of the simulation, though.
I guarantee everybody's gonna look the same in this bitch.
It's part of the
That's
simulation.
gonna be so fucking boring.
Yep. You want to stand out, man.
Bro, that shit gonna be so fucking. I think musicians. I think it's gonna be a thing of the past. I think the computer gonna take that shit for sure.
It gonna be the live concerts though.
Live concerts,
Like, how are live concerts gonna be really taken over by a computer?
live concerts. I think they got like fake shit for that.
So we're gonna move towards more that's the surrogates, the Ready Player One shit.
Ready Player One. Oh, like it's like a thing.
That's where we're going.
You know what I think I'm waiting on? That's why I'm not a video game head. I think this shit gonna happen in my lifetime for sure.
No, it's happening in our life.
I think it's gonna be like a chip. I just go to
They already
sleep
doing
on my
it.
bed and just I'll be in there.
You
like,
know about
I'm waiting on that shit.
Neuralink?
But that's some weak shit where I gotta be physically like moving and shit. I want to get the shit where it's like I
need you to stay updated, my guy. Neuralink dude playing Call of Duty with his brain. He don't move, buddy. They doing that right now at this second.
Neuralink?
Neuralink, yes, that Elon Musk shit. Neuralink.
But do it feel like you in a game?
Bro, you don't game. But he has a chip implanted into his head where he controls the controller or controls his player on Call of Duty. And his reaction time is unfucking real because it's faster than your fingers. It's faster than the time of your thought and the synapses move left, move right. He's doing it with his brain. He's doing it now. They have 2 people, it's probably more now, that have the chips implanted that they're doing stuff like that. Controlling the screen, controlling this, doing this, moving the chair they're in. With this is about to get wild.
See, when they do that shit, I'm gonna be in that shit. That shit gonna be. But only thing is, like, I watch anime. You watch anime? All right, yeah, Sword Art Online. That's the only thing I'm afraid of.
Oh, I fuck with Sword Art.
No, I'm afraid we're gonna be stuck in that shit. Like, that's the only thing I'm afraid of a little bit.
That's a possibility, though.
I'm gonna do that shit. Like, I just watched this one thing last night. Lazarus, you know that? It's a new one. So basically, he said a dude he cured everything with this one drug. You take this, you don't even feel depression. So all that shit, like chemically balanced, everything, bro. Boom, you take this, cancer fixed, AIDS fixed, everything fixed, right? Boom, take this, everything's good. Boom, everybody took it, right? Some people, they taking it for fun, they get a little sad, take it, boom, everything's good, right? All of a sudden, he said, hey, this gonna kill y'all. Like 4 years later, guess what he said? Hey, yeah, this gonna kill y'all in like 4 years and you can't get it out your system. If y'all want the cure, you gotta come find me.
What's it called? Lazarus?
Lazarus.
Oh, I'm not gonna watch that shit.
Yeah, it's only 6 episodes deep. As you wait like 6 more weeks. Like, I don't know, I'm the type I like to bitch. Like, see, now you waiting for the next episode. Like
that don't bother me. I like, I'm old school.
Oh, you like to wait and shit like TV and shit. I'm not used to that shit.
Yeah, I know y'all motherfuckers ain't used to shit.
Yeah, I like binging, nigga.
God damn.
I have a show, but one thing I'm gonna say, thanks for coming fuck with me. Anything else you'd like to tell people? Anything you'd like the people to know about you?
Nothing is always good. Nothing is always bad. Ride the sine wave of life. Nobody's perfect, but neutralize your energy to be like good energy to be better. Follow me, Gold Thumb 313, Gold Thumb 313, Scony in the Clouds, emphasis on the loud. Thanks for having me. Dark Side.
Dark Side.